What's happening, everybody? Let's go. Welcome back to another live stream. Yesterday was a marathon, not a sprint. Yesterday was wild, almost 5-hour live. We rolled it right into the Crypto Breakfast Club Twitter space. We're going to be doing that again today. Went a little bit later. This is our normal time, 8:30. I was a little late, just kind of getting some things sorted out. But usually we go 8:30 to 9:30 with the live. We're going to go live now on YouTube and Twitter. And then we play our Twitter space right through the live stream. We keep it right here. So we're going to be rocking and rolling until 11:30. So we got 3 hours. You guys ready for that? 3 hours of crypto content right here. So as you guys come in, you guys know the drill. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let me grab my charger over here on the other side. Let me grab that and make sure all these phones are juiced up and ready to go. It's Friday, baby. It is Friday, and I'm going to a country concert later tonight, so I'm super excited. Woke up this morning, had a couple meme coins in profit, took some profits, got paid already today. You know, that's something I really love to do, guys. I love it. I love paying myself early in the morning, if you can, in crypto. And don't be afraid to pay yourself. Everybody wants to hodl, 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 hodl. Sometimes you got to get paid, right? Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Sometimes you got to get paid, right? So don't be afraid to pay yourself. That's for sure. And, you know, so I did that this morning a little bit. I actually bought some cryptos this morning. And so we'll talk a little bit about that. You guys saw the title of this, 60 days away from a massive crypto pump. And there's a reason why. It's based on the CPI data that came out yesterday. It's based on a growing sentiment that, you know, Q4 is going to be the turning point for us in crypto. Q4 could be the time period where altcoins finally come out of their shell and come out to play. We start to maybe see some rate cuts, which could help us. You know, people have differing opinions on that, but I think it is. You know, obviously it's not good to go print money. I'm not saying like that's the answer. I'm just saying in the short term, that's probably what they're going to do. I don't see them not doing that. And in the short term, that could be good for crypto. And in the end, in the long term, it's good for crypto because the fiat system is failing. The fiat system sucks. Right? So all of that, I think, is good. It's solid. I think it helps us in the grand scheme of things. So I just adjusted mic volume. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that it's pretty solid. I don't have all my mics set up with me right now. I'm going to be, obviously, I'm building out a studio in my new condo. When that's ready to go, it's going to be epic. Can't wait. We're going to be live streaming from there. But yeah, this is what we do now. Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 9:30 is the actual live stream on X and YouTube. And then we do our Twitter space right through the live stream. That is the Crypto Breakfast Club. If you ever want to come over on the Crypto Breakfast Club on the actual Twitter page and listen in and be part of the conversation, well, obviously, you know, you can get on Twitter and find us over there. So welcome in, everybody. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're over on Twitter, make sure you hit the retweet button on this live stream right here. There are only 2 retweets. What's going on there? Actually, yeah, there's only 2 retweets. We got to run that baby up. So fire that up. All right. Smash that retweet button on there. And then this is our actual Crypto Breakfast Club, posted up at the top every single day. We're going to be talking meme coins on the Breakfast Club today and things that we are jumping into. So we got a bunch of people in the house already. What's going on, everybody? Toby on base. My man's coming in from Phoenix. Aussie Crypto. Good morning, Patty B. Enjoyed the Brecky First Sip live stream yesterday. Aussie, it was awesome, brother. It was awesome, brother. Let's go. Zol X Crypto. We got everybody coming in the house to play. Let's go. 3 hours is sick. Oh yeah, we're gonna do it up every Monday through Friday. Bitcoin down 3%, XRP up 3%. Boca, I already made an XRP video for you today. Already made an XRP video for you. A little bit of a decoupling. It's only one day, but you know, hey, still good. Still positive. Still positive. Sip that coffee, bro. Check out Cooper Allen, great country singer. Okay. I have not heard of Cooper Allen, but buy Brett on base. Hi, Humphrey. Good to see you, though. Thoughts on Hoppy and Draggy? Brett move soon, bro. Just bought more Brett. So, yeah. Took some profits elsewhere and fired it into Brett. Stacking, baby. Stacking. Paul's coming in from Florida. What's up, Paul? Another day, another Gaffy Vice President. Rocky. Good morning, Z. Look into pump. Okay. Smash that like button. Yes, you guys know the drill. Good morning, AI Wolf. How you doing, brother? We got Travis My Hand in the house. Admin, or what do you call that? Moderator. Travis My Hand, moderator for us. So same thing with Boca G. Shout out to our moderators in the chat. Brian Nichols won $300 in Ethereum over on X. My man, I'll get that to you at some point, probably today or tomorrow. So I'll hook that up with you. Got a full day today. Trying to jam pack a lot of stuff in here. Beach day today in Florida. There you go, Trav. Enjoy it, brother. Enjoy it. When is the pump? Yeah, that's what we're going to get into. I mean, a lot of us believe, September is going to be that turning point for us. K9 Finance, Andre in the house. What's up? September looks to be, the turning point for a lot of reasons. Could be Fed rate hike, Fed rate cuts. We enter kind of the last part of the 2024 year, which this year is flying. I know it's so cliche to say that, but man, it really is. Charles, I have been lazy this week, and I do go up to Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks or one of them. I have actually all this week. I usually don't. I usually have my K-Cups, but I still got to go get all my my new K-Cups. But this week, yeah, I've been going to get my Dunkin' iced coffee real early in the morning to, get cooking. When do I think SHIBA will lose a zero? Please answer me. Well, if I knew that, man, I wouldn't be talking here, right? I would just be making calls all day and just getting stupid rich, right? I mean, I don't know when we could lose a zero here. I think it's possible that it could happen in this cycle. It's basically a 10x from here. I'm basically calling Shib at 100 billion. I think we could top out at that at some point. Yes, I have an Nespresso. That's what I got. I got an Nespresso, Boca. It's right here. I'm going to put the K-Cup Nespressos in there. Starbucks ones, I got them. I just got to go buy new K-Cups. That's my issue right now. But I think Shib could break a zero. When? God only knows, right? I mean, who knows? God only knows. But that's why you have a profit-taking plan, depending on which price levels it does hit, and be ready for, when it happens, for you to take profits. That's how you do it. I think they're still K-Cups or Nespresso cups or whatever. Same shit. They're K-Cups that fit the Nespresso. How about that? Whatever you want to call them. So let's take a look at the overall market, guys. As you guys can see here, we are down a little bit, down 2+% today. We have been basically trending sideways here for a little bit, which honestly, guys, I'm not too upset about. This kind of coiling up, getting ready for the next big move. I'm okay with this. Bitcoin still hovering at 57,000 and some change. ETH still holding on to 3,000 right now. Solana, I think, has finally dialed back underneath its 200-day moving average, if I'm not mistaken here. So Sol is, yes, it's underneath the 200-day right now. So it did break the 200-day. That's that blue line you see there on the chart. This is the 1 hour. We can even go into the 1 day. And we just broke down from the 200-day moving average, which is kind of frustrating. It happened yesterday. We flushed out. I thought we were going to be able to hold the line there on Sol, but still showing some decent strength. Sol still looks really good. I mean, considering its lows here are still, back in April, back in May, here in June, and here earlier in July, where we flushed down to like 123. Sol's still looking really good. We got Solana ETF noise heating up. So I still really like Sol here. I don't have any MogCoin right now, but congrats to everybody who does. They're crushing it if they got in early there. Doge, Shib, and Floki are all good plays. OG meme coins for sure. And eventually, I tweeted out this morning, I think, eventually Doge is going to have a massive pump. And people are going to wish that they had some, and they're going to chase it, and it's going to get that retail, FOMO behind it. And there's going to be people coming into crypto, and they're going to be chasing the Dogecoin candle. I mean, history does repeat itself a lot in crypto. And I think the whole Dogecoin move will happen. And that's why I've been stacking. I mean, I've been stacking Doge for a while. I'll tell you guys this. I've been taking a lot of my meme coin profits, driving them into things like Dogecoin, Shib, PEPE, some of these top OG memes that I think will really have nice runs that are kind of quiet right now. PEPE's dialed back from a $7 billion market cap all the way back down to 3.5. So we're 100% move now to get to all-time highs on PEPE. I like the sound of that. I like that. I'm here for it. Let me get rid of that. There we go. So I'm ready for that type of move now with Doge and Shib and PEPE. I've been building out positions there, and Solana. We've been rifling our profits into Solana. And if we're right, and we are, let's say 60 days away from a massive crypto pump. Let's say it all begins at some point in Q4. We still have time right now to stack during these summer months. And hopefully you've been stacking your chips for a while now. Hopefully you've been stacking all throughout the bear market. But, for Dogecoin, for example, that's how I'm playing it, man. I'm driving a lot of my profits in meme coins into like the OG meme coins. So like these small cap meme coins, I'm taking profits from all these little, little pops here or there. I get a 2-3x over here, whatever. Boom, pile it into Doge. Boom, pile it into Shib. Boom, pile it into PEPE. Pile it into Brett. Why not? Because these, to me, still have tremendous upside. Probably a lot more upside than some of the other top cryptos because they're meme coins and they can catch on like fire with the retail. But they're safe. They're safe investments. I mean, wouldn't you guys say that Dogecoin and Shib right now are very safe at these levels? I would. I would say they're very, relatively safe investments. How about Apple stock? Apple stock's been pumping like crazy. I bought a shit ton of shares at $132. Thing's sitting at 228 now. Love it. Love it. Bought some Disney at $90, so that's looking good. And then this IBRX, Immunity Bio, in the stock market world, I bought 800 shares at $4.50. We're at $6.78. That's a really volatile one, Immunity Bio, IBRX. So just checking some of my stocks. I like to have fun on Robinhood. I've got my, it's not a 401k because I work for myself. What is it? 401b, I think it is when you have your own 401k. I've got my 401b and I've got an individual investment fund as well that's more liquid. And that's all managed by somebody else. But then I also dabble on my own with Robinhood. I love Robinhood for that, So got some stocks over there that, I just kind of like to check and have skin in the game. Brett will explode to $1, boys. Brett on base looks phenomenal. Looks phenomenal. No doubt about it. One that I mentioned yesterday, guys, and Da Vinci mentioned this one. So shout out to Pablo Crow for actually getting Da Vinci to mention this. But it's MSI, monkey shit Inu. You can't make that up. We mentioned it yesterday, I think when it was at a $3.5 million market cap, give or take. It's at 5.8. We made a little video about it. Hey, influencers creating meme coins are a thing now. And if it's done the right way, I mean, I'm going to put a star on this one and watch it. I did buy a little bit, got in. They got nice liquidity locked here. Not a crazy amount, but hilarious. Monkey shit Inu. But Pablo Crow launched this thing, and him and Rodney, I think, are two people in our space that are doing that. I have no aspirations of creating a coin or token just because I don't have the time. I'd rather come on live with you guys for 3 hours because this is what I love. Like, obviously I love making money and stuff, but what I really love is broadcasting. Like, this is my passion. Like, broadcasting is, I've been doing it for a decade, more than a decade. I've been broadcasting for almost 15 years, which is, it's what I love to do, and I get to do it every single day with you guys, so it's amazing. Rocky on Sol will help pump more profits into your conviction plays. There you go. Solana going to be huge in this bull run. Zach, big community on this one. News on Elon X, XRP adoption bullish. Tell me more, Ozzy. What's going on? I try to get to as many comments as I can. All boys club characters will explode. Let's see here. Artemis AI. This is one we liked way back in the day. Pumping a little bit, but man, that chart got hit hard. It's up a little bit today. We took our profits there along the way. Thank God. Kendu Inu. I think this one could really, really perform well when we get back into a really nice environment. Kendu is reversing slowly here. It's still hovering around our $100 million market cap. So shout out to the Kendu community. Where's the Kendu fam at in the chat? Where are you guys at? I know you're lingering. I know you're hanging out. Guys, we got into this one at a little over $1 million market cap. Went to 270 at the peak. Still sitting at 100 million. I think this thing could have legs all the way up to $1 billion market cap. I really do. So shout out to Kendu. Let's see here. One that somebody mentioned to me yesterday is this one here called Flork. 3.4 mil market cap, just launched June 28th. I know the guy who's running this one. I'm actually working maybe with a partnership with him, bringing him on the Crypto Breakfast Club, letting him talk about his project. He's a guy that's had some success in the space, so this is one I'm watching. Still good volume, 413K. They just launched. Kind of went through a rough patch here in the market, but held up, right? They just kind of launched in a brutal time here. Not even 1,000 holders yet. So this Hey Flork. Flork's like a big meme that's been around for a while, I guess. Any thoughts on Moolah? I like that slot machine, Moolah. Welcome to Planet Moolah. Have you guys ever played that? Planet Moolah. If you know, you know. Welcome to Planet Moolah. So what's up, everybody? What's going on? We got 342 people on Twitter. We got another, 200 people on YouTube. Guys, smash the like button. Hit the retweet. See this post right here? Go ahead and hammer this little button. That's all it takes. Push it out there and let people know we're here. Bring some folks in here. Let them know we're rocking with you guys. We're going through some meme coins. We're doing the damn thing. We're taking this thing up to 9:30 until our Twitter space starts rocking and rolling. So, about 35 minutes away, we start the conversation on the Crypto Breakfast Club. We come in here, talk a little bit. Crypto Damon's in the house. What's up, brother? This is what we're going to be doing Monday through Friday now, boys and gals. This is what it's about, man. This is I love it, man. Best 3 hours of my day. Hang out, talk crypto with the fam. So let's do it. And we're grinding. We're grinding. I don't know a lot of people grinding like us 3 hours Monday through Friday. And you know what? I can take my gas, I can take my foot off the gas, but like I said, guys, I love this shit. Like, I love doing these lives. I've already made 4 videos today too. That'll come out on the channel later today. So we love it. Love it. I'm looking at what else is down that could be interesting. Guys, we talked about this over the last few weeks. I think Bone really undervalued right now. Severely undervalued. Let's go to the weekly. Bone at 45 cents within the Shib ecosystem, guys. Steal. Steal for me. I mean, this thing is at the bottom of the barrel right now. I just think we're going to get a big pump at some point on Bone, and I don't want to miss it. I mean, look at this. We're down here where we were in June 2022. We're like bottom of the barrel here on Bone. I mean, I think we could start to see a pump in August a little bit, but I think really, I mean, from what I'm seeing, if we get the rate cuts, I think September, October, November, December, I think, you know, those final 4 months of the year, I think that's where we're really going to start to see the move. I mean, it could happen as early as August, though. I mean, nobody knows, right? But that's why my bags are packed. I'm positioned well. I'm still stacking up on some of my favorite, coins to accumulate, tokens to accumulate, and I'm ready. You know, Miguel, if the pump comes in August, I'm ready. If the pump comes in September, I'm ready. And I've got my profit-taking strategy and plan with everything I'm into. Outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum, where those are long-term gains, long-term holds, I just add to my position over time, stack my chips, and I'll be taking profits on a lot of the altcoins, and then guess what? Sitting on stable, sitting on cash, and waiting for the bear market to hit, and then reinvesting all those gains, a lot of them back into Bitcoin, Ethereum, growing that freaking backbone. That's what I like to say, right? The Bitcoin, Ethereum, the backbone of my portfolio. We want to slowly but surely make that as big as possible, and then always take a small little portion and gamble with it. Speculate. Gamble with it. Speculate. New meme coin over here. New meme coin. And we can afford to do more and more of that as we build out our backbone, our Bitcoin and Ethereum holdings. That's my backbone. And arguably it could become, some other ones too, like Chainlink and things like that, Solana even, hell, it could even become Cardano, Doge, right? I mean, it just, time will tell. Caspa, Shib, Pepe, time will tell. Time will tell. How about this? The ASI token's live, guys. The ASI token is live. It's not doing much just yet. It's basically the FET chart that you guys see here. Woo! Yeah, baby. Yeah. Oh, you can't see the chart because I'm blocking it. Let me make this screen a little smaller here. What if I did this? It's probably better. Update layout. There we go. That way the charts show up. There we go. Put myself on the opposite side. But yeah, ASI is out. I'm going to be looking to make a play on this eventually, but I like that it's actually trending down right now a little bit. I'm just kind of watching it. I've already owned some FET, but I'm watching it closely. Sitting at 2.8 billion right now. Volume's decent. Decent. I'd like to see it a little bit more, but we're watching it. This is the new ASI, the merger that happened. The top, some of the top 3 AI cryptos coming together. Hey, we got a new member, Don Rayburn. What's up, Rayburn? Don Rayburn just became a channel member on YouTube. What's up, brother? What's going on? What's going on? Let's take a look at Brett. I just bought more Brett. Here's why. Look at this, guys. We're back down into that 10-cent range. Oh, yeah. Look where we are right now. This is the 1 week chart, guys. Brett's like holding steady right now, and we might dip a little lower, but I don't care. This is the 1 week on Brett. I'm buying here. I'm a buyer here. At just over $1 billion market cap, I'm a buyer. Straight up. And I have different positions. My first position that I opened in Brett is at $100 million market cap, long-term bag. I'm looking at this Brett that I just bought at $1 billion. I'll trade it. I'll trade it on the way up a little bit, you know, and take some profits more accordingly. But I think Brett can go to at least 10 to 12 billion in this cycle still, right? If not bigger. A lot of people would say, and I think it's not out of the realm of possibility, why couldn't Brett do what Shib did and get to a $40 billion market cap with everything Coinbase is doing? If that's the case, guys, we still have a 40x here, potentially. What meme coin, what crypto at $1 billion can you actually say and actually have conviction that something could 40x from $1 billion market cap to 40 billion? There aren't very many. And I think Brett has that going for it. Now, it's not to say it will happen. It's just saying you say that and you can actually say, you know what, that could happen. That could happen. And I want to have some exposure, a lot of exposure. By the way, guys, if you guys are on YouTube, for some reason, I get a lot more subscribers when I do the vertical lives. So if you're here, brand new, subscribe to the channel. We're probably going to sprinkle in some vertical lives too, just because it's different type of content. People like that too. But we are going to start doing this dual stream on YouTube and Twitter because it rolls right into our Crypto Breakfast Club, which is coming up in 28 minutes, by the way. And it's just an awesome medium. So we'll be doing that more and more for sure. But that's what we've got cooking. That's what we got cooking. So yeah, bought more Brett. Loving that for sure. Bearish prediction is 15 billion Brett. More than that to come though. You could be right. I mean, can't wait to meet you in Toronto. Don, yes, brother. I'll be out in Toronto. Can't wait to run into you out there too, bro. Can't wait. What's PEPE doing? Okay, we're hanging in here. 134 mil market cap on PEPE. This is the 1 week chart on PEPE. We're looking at the 1 week. PEPE is looking really strong, guys. Really strong. Holder base is growing like crazy. 15,000+ holders now. Look at the volume has remained crazy high. 6.39 million. Market cap to liquidity is pretty good. We've got enough liquidity. People can get in and out. I like PEPE a lot here. I love this $100 million range. It's where I got into PEPE. It's where I got into Brett. And I know people would say, well, Zach, you want to get into a million. I get it, but you can, for me, I can go, the way I'm thinking about it, I can go in heavier and have more conviction once it's solidified. Doesn't even necessarily have to be 100 million. Like, you know, once it gets to that 40, 50, 60 million, showing high volume for a while, it gives you a different feeling than something that's brand new, investing a lot of money at $1 million market cap, where there's very little liquidity. We don't know much about the project, right? We don't know much about the community. The community hasn't had time to really grow up, right? But PEPE is getting to that point now where, you know, it's been out for a month and a half. Holder base over 15,000. Volume's been crazy. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Yesterday was an amazing day. There's so much going on in crypto. We had so many people rocking with us on the live streams too. It was epic. Nice day today too. We've got 650 people with us. Guys, just so you know, about 25 minutes from now, you want to stay right here, stay locked in, because we do the Crypto Breakfast Club that rolls right into, you know, great conversations. We have a ton of great people who come up and share their information. Joseph, a member in the house. What's up, brother? SHIBA all-time high in the bull run. Listen, man, I want to break that zero, get to $100 billion market cap, Trav. I think that would be great. I think that would be a win. $100 billion market cap this cycle would be a win for Shib. You got to remember, as these market caps get bigger, it's way harder for you to grow. Just a math thing. Just simple math, right? Now let's take a look at the OG Pepe, or the big cap Pepe. Guys, we've dialed back to 3.5 billion here. And same thing, this to me is a buy. Look at this pattern that we saw play out in March into April. See this pattern before the shoop? Look what's happening right now. This thing almost looks programmed. Now, the downturn has been longer here for Pepe, right? But look at what's happening here on the chart. I mean, you are breaking down. You're getting Pepe at a fraction of its high-end market cap. It went up to 7 billion at the peak. You're sitting at 3.5 billion. Still unbelievable volume. 257,000 holders. Crazy. Crazy. I think this is a buy on Pepe. I think this is a buy opportunity on Shib, Doge, Brett. Pretty much these top meme coins right now, I think, are a good buy. It's not financial advice, but if we sort by the top memes, you know, I look at these three as like the OGs right now. And I think Brett is kind of getting in there. Bonk and Dog Whiff Hat and Floki's an OG too. Bonk and Whiff will run with Solana, but I just look at Brett as a better play right now than all these other ones. I look at Doge, Shib, Pepe as the OGs, and then I look at Brett. And Brett's right here, right above me now. Okay? I just look at Brett there, just slightly over $1 billion market cap, and say, you know what? It's only a matter of time, in my opinion, before Brett flips Floki, Whiff, and Bonk. It's not far off. I mean, you guys can see it. It's right there. I mean, if Brett goes to a $2 billion market cap before Bonk, Whiff, and Floki, there you go. I mean, this thing becomes a top, 40 crypto. Just like that. And I think we're going to look up in this cycle, and the OGs are going to be Doge, Shib, Pepe, and Brett. And we'll still have these Solana meme coins too. I love Ponky. I think Ponky's at a tremendous level right now too. We've been in there since 20 million. You don't have to go too far down here to find Ponky. There it is. Ponky's right there. Now, that market cap to me is off. They list the market cap at 168 million. But if we go over here, Ponky's listed as a $218 million market cap. But look at Ponky on this is the weekly chart for Ponky. That is a solid looking chart for Ponky. Holding up solid. Solid. You know what, Jay? Toncoin is amazing. I think what they have built is phenomenal. I think Telegram's going to be obviously even a bigger part of our space. Personally, I've just missed it. And now I don't want to chase all of these green candles. So I'm being patient with Ton. I'll wait, whether it's months from now or I have to wait years from now, whatever. I'll wait and then I'll reassess it. I'm not going to chase it. That's one thing I try not to do, guys. If I miss something, I don't chase it. Because there's other opportunities where things are undervalued. You could just look elsewhere and find undervalued projects. Guys, appreciate everybody rocking with us here. Good morning to everybody. This is awesome to see so many faces in here, so many familiar faces and new faces. If you guys are on X, hit the retweet button for us on the stream that you're watching. Really helps us out. If you're on YouTube, smash the like button and subscribe to the damn channel, okay? It's totally free to do. We got, let's see, 530 people rocking with us there, and then another 170 on YouTube. It's crazy how many people are on X now just rocking with us on these lives. I can't wait till Elon even makes this even better for the live streams. But yeah, we got 12 retweets, but 530 of you guys are watching it. Really? Guys, Help a brother out. Help a brother out. Help a brother out. All right. Quick plug, though, for my company, XT Algo. If you're looking for the best trading indicator in the game, XT Algo, link down below in the description. If you're on Twitter, head to my bio. Check it out. Little over $1 a day. If you're looking for a great tool, I've got you covered. All right. Quick little plug there. Let's see what's happening here on X. Anything jumping out at us? Hong Kong ETF spot 425 Bitcoin, worth 24 million this week. Not a ton of money, but there you go. Oh, PPI numbers came in. Inflation rises to June PPI inflation rises to 2.6%, above expectations of 2.3. Core PPI inflation rises to 3, above expectation of 2.5. Oh, PPI inflation is now up in 4 out of the last 5 months, even as CPI is declining. Are rate cut hopes becoming too optimistic again? So PPI has been hot. So that could delay Fed rate cuts a little bit more. But a lot of people would still say, hey, September rate cuts are in the cards. Pre-election, all of that, right? Oh, that's awesome, Trav. Got your buddy using XT Algo, the trading indicator, this week. Hell yeah. How's he liking it, bro? Is he loving it? Let's take a look at some of the top news here, guys. What do we got here? 5 major reversal indicators for crypto market in July. Goldman Sachs, ETH, ETF, S1 filings, and more. So the crypto market is gearing up for a potential turnaround here in July, which will be fueled by several crucial factors. 5 major indicators to watch here. We got Fed Reserve's potential rate cuts after a good positive CPI print yesterday. Progress on Ethereum ETFs, which I think I heard this morning, by the way. I think I tweeted this out. Let me see. Yeah, right here. So Michael Van de Poel put this out. The Ethereum ETF is set to launch next week after attending ETH.cc, which I'm not quite sure what this is. Somewhere overseas, I believe. Where is ETH.cc? Oh, that's not it. It's clear that the impact of Ethereum is hugely underestimated on social media, with BlackRock's tokenization fund hitting 500 million on ETH, which we just recently talked about. Interest is skyrocketing. I'm happy to be long on ETH. So there you go. Michael Van de Poel, one of the best traders out there, very bullish on Ethereum right now. So there you go. For what it's worth, guys. For what it's worth. So that's one of the major things we're watching. Obviously, this progress on Ethereum ETF S1 filings. The ETF issuers received their S1 forms back from the SEC recently with a request for small changes. Before being approved, these issuers must respond to the criticisms and resubmit, passing at least one more review round. It is a result of drawing in more institutional investors. This article's out 3 hours ago, so I guess there's one more round of revisions. But Van de Poel says the Ethereum ETF is set to launch next week. So I don't know where he's getting that news. He's loving XT Algo, makes him feel more comfortable to trade. He said, awesome. And that's really what it is. I mean, just having a tool in your toolbox to basically, hey, is this really a good time to buy? And you can check it out for a little over $1 a day, guys. xtalgo.com. If you're on YouTube, links down below in the description. If you're on X, hit my link tree. You'll find it. If you're interested in one of the best trading indicators in the game. Guys, I went and hired the best of the best. The guy who builds indicators for the second largest indicator company in the world. Built mine, XT Algo. So I use it. I fully endorse it, and I brought it to market last August, so it's almost been out for a year now, and people are loving it. So definitely check out xtalgo.com. This is the website. Super easy to use. I walk you through step by step when you do purchase it, show you how to use it. You can access it anytime. You could set your alerts. I show you how to do that. Walk you through a video tutorial here on the website. And these prices are slashed in half when you use the discount code in the description of YouTube. 30-day money-back guarantee. Everything you need to know right here on the xtalgo.com. So outside of Ethereum ETFs, which is obviously bullish, we got the CFTC, right? Commodity Futures Trade Commission. Their stance on crypto regulation is pretty bullish. According to recent comments made by CFTC chair, between 70 and 80% of cryptos are not securities, underscoring the necessity for the CFTC to regulate these assets in accordance with the Commodities Exchange Act. Basically saying, hey, SEC, we should be doing the heavy lifting here. This position may end the protracted discussion about whether cryptos are better classified as commodities or securities, providing a much needed regulatory clarity and enhancing investor confidence. Obviously, this would be big for us. We need some type of clarity in order for our space to fully move forward, 100%. Goldman Sachs tokenization projects. This is really bullish, guys. Check this out. By the end of the year, Goldman Sachs want to introduce 3 tokenized initiatives with an emphasis on U.S. as well as European markets. These initiatives, which are led by tokenization and crypto enthusiast Matthew McDermott, have the potential to attract major institutional interest and investment into the crypto business. So there you go. And then we've got JP Morgan's optimistic Bitcoin outlook. In a report released today, JP Morgan forecasting a bullish bounce for Bitcoin in August. In spite of recent market downturns, the bank is still bullish about Bitcoin's prospects. The analysis emphasizes that less downward pressure is anticipated as the recent wave of crypto liquidation fades. To better reflect the current state of the market, JP Morgan has also lowered its estimate of the year-to-date crypto net flow from 12 billion to 8 billion. Hold on one sec, guys. Got to send a message. All right. So definitely some bullish signs there in the market. These are some, obviously bullish sentiment here around, some of these big things that are happening. Definitely some things to keep on our radar. 5 major indicators that we are getting close to a reversal. We'll probably highlight a little bit of this and unpack this a little bit more maybe in our Crypto Breakfast Club, which you'll hear right here live on this stream, or you can join us on Twitter, depending on how you want to do it. We are 10 minutes away from that, by the way. We can no longer play our Pink Floyd intro because we're streaming this on all the platforms. We don't want to get hit with copyright, but that's kind of frustrating, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Let's see. What else do we got here? So PPI came in. We got that. Let's see. Anything else jumping out at us? Let's see. Breaking, the Magnificent Seven erased a combined $600 billion of market cap today. That's insane. This comes as the S&P 500 just posted its worst daily performance since April 30th. The NASDAQ fell nearly 2% for the first time since April 2024. This was yesterday. Volatility is finally returning. Okay? Volatility is an opportunity for trade. For trading. This is a great follow, by the way. The Kobayashi letter, if you guys don't follow them, great follow. Great follow. Highly encourage you guys to check them out. Check this out. U.S. consumers' assessment of their financial situation is at its worst since 2022. The Consumer Sentiment Index showing Americans' financial situation as, quote, better than a year ago dropped to 26 points, the second worst since 2012. Over the last few months, the index has seen its steepest drop since the 2020 pandemic. People are struggling. And this is the point I've been trying to make. You know, people saying, Zach, why isn't retail back into crypto? What's going on? When are we going to get people in here? This is the issue, guys. Most recently, consumer sentiment decreased for the third straight month to its lowest since November 2023. Meanwhile, the U.S. has not had a decline in GDP in nearly 2 years while job gains are making record. The disconnect between data and reality is broadening. This is why it's so important to be your own boss in this type of environment and really take matters into your own hands. I know I say this all the time, but and just on the surface here, like investing is so crucial because this is how you get away from the idea and the mentality that you have to trade your time for money. This idea sucks. This idea that you have to trade your time for money. You'll never make as much money as you want to trading your time for it. I don't care what it is you do. I don't care if you're a doctor, a lawyer, whatever. If you can get to the point where you don't have to trade your time for money, right? And how do you do that? You start owning real estate. You start owning crypto. You start owning stocks. You start creating businesses that cash flow. You start an online business. You start becoming a YouTuber where you can make videos in the morning and put them out all day long and make money while you're out at a concert. I'll have videos getting views later today while I'm at a concert. See what I mean? I'm not trading my time for money. That's the secret. That's the secret, guys. So there you go. But lo and behold, I mean, this is a major issue. It's why retail's really not fully back. I mean, people are struggling, guys. Guys, we are 7 minutes away from the Crypto Breakfast Club. Smash the like button on YouTube. We're at whatever platform you are. Share this out there. Share this out there. The Crypto Breakfast Club is coming in hot. I want at least 1,000 people combined on YouTube and X in the next 7 minutes when we start this thing. All right, so fire this thing up. We are going to bring this thing from the ashes and fire it up. It's going to be a great 2-hour conversation, guys. Get ready. It's always fun. You'll have to just sing something for the intro then. I know, we're going to have to come across a different intro. I know. Which is pretty hilarious, right? But it is what it is. Let me try something. Can you guys hear this if I play this? I'm just going to turn it down a little bit, but... Can you guys hear that in the background? Is it too loud? Getting a thumbs up. Is that volume good? Deece? Nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're 5 minutes away. We're going to rock and roll, baby. I don't know if we'll keep that going when we go live, but you know, we could play that during our streams at least. All right, let's take a look here. I wanted to take a look at AI. What do I like here in this sector? ASI token, render, and injective right there at the top. I love the graph. I need to buy some tau. I don't own any tau yet. Wow, they put turbo in the AI sector? That's hilarious. There's PAL AI. I'm still very bullish on PAL AI. I think this is a sleeper still, guys. I mean, look, it's way down from its all-time high at 76 cents, basically. Where was it all-time high? 86 cents. It's down to like 20 cents right now. Keep your eye on PAL AI, guys. They were at ETH Toronto last year, is where I learned about them when they were like a $3-4 million market cap. Crazy. So that was a awesome group to meet. That's why I highly encourage you guys to go to these conferences. Three minutes away from the Breakfast Club, baby. Fire it up. Guys, if you guys could, go to my X page real quick. See this top tweet? Fire off a retweet for me if you haven't already. That would be bomb. Would be much appreciated. Be much, much appreciated. We're starting it at 9:30, ladies and gentlemen. I know, man. We need an update on the Shib metaverse. What is going on with the metaverse? Seriously. We're going to get into it in the Breakfast Club. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about Shib, its ecosystem, Pepe, Doge, Brett, some of these, big plays that I think are going to, help us, store some wealth, but also with upside. But yeah, we'll get into it on the Breakfast Club, Ozzy. Edwin, I love Friends, man. It's still trying to catch on base. There's a lot of competition out there, but I love what they're doing. I still own a little bit. We talked about them very early days. Made a nice 6 or 7x. Took our initial plus some. I'm still holding some. But I love what they're building. Love the community, too. Love the giveaway, the whole giveaway thing and the shill to earn aspect. I think it's really cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you ready to fire this thing up or what? We're going to stop that. We're going to start this. It's time for the Crypto Breakfast Club, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome aboard. If it's your first time on YouTube on these live streams, we did this yesterday. Are you guys ready for a 2-hour show from right now? Let's go, baby. Let's go. If you guys are brand new to this, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. The Breakfast Club starts now. Share the room. I'm not playing around.
Zach Humphries just turned into Eminem.
What's happening, everybody? Yo, listen, hey, what happened yesterday, because we went live on all the platforms, which we are live on all the platforms again today. Almost 1,000 people with us rocking already, which is awesome. We got about almost 900 people joining us live on YouTube and on X live streams. And then obviously anybody who's in the space, which is awesome. Yesterday, we really ran it up, which was epic. But what happened yesterday, dude, we can't play our song anymore. I can't play the Pink Floyd song anymore. Why? YouTube has copyright issues. Yeah. So yesterday, guys, I didn't make any money on YouTube. I made $0 on YouTube because they drilled my stream, but it's fine. I don't care. We're here rocking with you. It's I love doing this, guys. So we're starting this new thing. We're just 3 hours every Monday through Friday, guys. Sometimes 4 if I'm up early if there's some big news stuff. But yeah, we are rocking and rolling with this thing. We started 8:30 a.m. over on X Live and YouTube Live, and then we take it right to the Crypto Breakfast Club. Yeah, I got to stop the music. Hold up, pause. There we go. Perfect. All right, so welcome, everybody from listening from all over. Zach, Paid, what's going on? I want to get into some conversations about Shib, Pepe, Doge, Brett, some of these top meme coins, some of the things I'm doing today, some of the things we're waiting for in the Shib ecosystem. You know, Pepe's down from a $7 billion market cap to 3.5. Doge, I think, is a great place to make some gains here later on in this cycle. Brett's down today. I bought some more Brett. Obviously, the conversation, we can take it in a lot of different directions, but, you know, I wanted to have some fun today a little bit too. And, you know, yesterday was a really serious conversation, which those are important too. But we didn't get to talk about meme coins yesterday. And meme coins are fun. They're exciting. People love them. And people love making money on them. And I think I want to get into a bigger conversation today about that. Switch it up a little bit. It's Friday, heading into the weekend. Keep it a little lighter. But as always, everything's welcome. Zach, what's going on, brother? All right. That's awkward. What's going on, Paid?
Yeah, that's mad fucking funny. Nah, I'm sure. You know what I'm bullish on right now? I'm bullish, Zach. Bentley Bay Meme, I'm dropping it. I think Bentley Bay Meme is doing a 10x in the next 3 months. And I think, not financial advice, I think they're going to do a 100x a cycle. Right now, they're at 355,000. You know, a 10x is 3.5 mil and change, whatever. That's not that much in crypto. And then to hit 30, another 10x from there to hit that, you know, 100x, basically, 35 mil, I can see it. I think Bentley Bay Meme's chart is super strong. I'm super bullish on Bentley Bay Meme. I might add a little more to the position, but, I mean, I got to give it up to AI Wolf, because AI Wolf mentioned it on this show probably, almost a month ago, maybe, give or take, and I got in around, like, I don't know, less than 80,000, and it's at 355, and that chart looks really healthy.
I appreciate that, man. Everybody on YouTube right now and X, can you guys hear me now? I think I had to turn my echo cancellation off. Just make sure that you guys can hear the speakers. Let me know in the chats whether you're on X and YouTube. Zach, what's going on, man? You there? I saw him put an emoji up. I know he's there. He was laughing at your 100X call there, Paid, so he's there.
Hey, let them laugh, bro. I mean, that's how it goes. They laugh, and then what happens? You win. Unless it's Flocka. Outside of Flocka, you win, baby.
Yeah, Flocka, I don't think that's coming back, bro.
I don't know, dude. I mean, other celebrity meme coins have a similar chart. And then right before an explosion. So I don't know. I'm still holding. What am I going to do? Sell now? You know, what the fuck?
No, I hear you. I mean, yeah, why not, right? I mean, if you're already, hopefully you got your basis back. I mean, it's a lot easier once you get your basis back than just be like, we'll hold it, whatever, see what happens.
And the other thing is, Bentley Bay Meme has done so well for me. It has covered basically all the losses I've had over the last 3 months.
Yeah.
which aren't that many, by the way. It's only a handful of them. But, like, you know, you're not going to win every trade. You're not going to win everything you put money into. But when you win big, like you always say, Bentley Bay Meme, kind of big. I think at least a 10x, at least. That chart looks really good. It has good community, good holders. They were on the show, you know, and to get onto, you know, Shark Tank, you got to put a few dollars up, you know, and they put the few dollars up and they keep promoting it. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm getting kind of bullish on them.
Yeah, we do have somebody. We won't announce it just yet, but we do have somebody already next week for Shark Tank that's already ready to go. So an interesting project. I think they're sitting at about 3-4 million right now. More on that throughout the weekend, so that'll be coming up. And by the way, guys, if you guys are interested in wait, they're saying my music is too loud. What the? Hold on one sec, guys. Hold on one sec. That's what's going on.
This guy is not tech. This guy has no technical abilities at all.
Nope. I'm not afraid to say it, dude. I mean, I suck at it. If anybody wants a job, I'm hiring. Zach, what's up?
What's up? What's up? Yeah, I was laughing at Paige. Sorry, I couldn't respond to that 100x comment. That's fucking hilarious. Meme coin.
Oh, wait, Zach, is it hilarious? You want to put money on it?
What?
I said you want to put money on it? It's hilarious. Let's put some money and make it serious.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that.
See, you hear it here first, room. You hear it's funny until you put money up, and all of a sudden it ain't so funny.
You know what I'll put money on? Barron, mini Donald Trump, Barron. I'm in that one. It's at a 6.68 million market cap right now, 471K in liquidity, and about 2.30K holders. Launched, I think, yesterday or something. All the days are blending together, but man, the political narrative right now, I'm on that one. I'm DCAing into MAGA even more. So I'm on the meme shit right now. So it's freaking hilarious, honestly. It was like at a 7 million market cap, just dropped down to 6.52 million. So I'm watching this one. Ticker is Barron, and contract ends in EFCB. I think it's trending right now. I'm an ETH man, so you know I watch a lot of these ETH plays, and usually they're the ones that run pretty high. So yeah, I'm watching that. Bitcoin, crazy. I think it might pull back even more, a little bit more. I'm waiting to get in a good position about 54.5. I think that's a good support level. If it can, you know, hit about 60K, I think we're going to see a huge swing to the upside. And, you know, and I always talk about Bitcoin because the market moves with Bitcoin. So when things are moving in different directions is kind of how I make my plays, even in the meme sector. So, yeah, that's what I got right now. Just crazy stuff. Yeah, I'm on the meme shit right now. So.
No doubt. Another one that I've got for you, can't make this shit up. Monkey Shit Inu. Yep, MSI. Monkey Shit Inu. No, dude, look at the chart. Look at the chart.
I got another.
Look at the chart.
I got another one for you too. Zongdu, million market cap, but there's not a lot of holders, so I'm kind of iffy about this one. Only about 256 holders, but it's a million market cap right now.
Monkey Shit Inu is about to hit a $6 million market cap, 1.24K holders. I made a video about him yesterday. It's went up since, man. So this is Pablo Crow's token. So this whole influencer stuff is happening. Roddy's got a token out there. And now Pablo Crow's got a token. He got Da Vinci to tweet about it. So he must have paid for that out of pocket. Da Vinci just tweeted about it last night, right after my video went live. And then it pumped up a little bit after that. So listen, this whole influencer thing, if you could do it the right way, it could work. It could really work. I mean, I'm not going to say never, but I'm pretty confident I'll never do one. Dude, I'm getting the same scam call at the same time every single day. I've called 14 times to tell them take me off the list. It's some police academy or something. That shit pisses me off. Okay, anyway. You guys there? Give me a thumbs up.
What just
happened? We can hear you.
Okay.
He was bragging a little bit. We can hear you.
I was getting a phone call. I hate that about Spaces too. But yeah, anyway, 5.92 mil. Liquidity is 100% locked for 100 years. This monkey shit, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. If done the right way, it could work. You know, if you're fully transparent If you let people know that you're the actual dev, because a lot of people do this and they do it behind like closed doors and they try to pretend like they're, not the dev, right? But just be out in front of it. Pablo's in the house. Pablo, come on up if you want to, dude. I'll invite him to speak right now if you want to come up. But that's the way to do it. Like I saw Rodney, that's the way he's doing it, right? And his thing's kicking. Pablo Crow's thing's kicking, and it could work if you do it the right way and you're fully transparent. Obviously, you're doxxed. So I like it. Guys, Kendu Inu, back up over 100 mil market cap. Let's go. Reclaiming that 100 mil. Zach, are you looking to make a play on Kendu? Have you already made a play? I think this thing's going to freaking go, man. It's consolidated now for like 8 days. I'm telling you, bro, I think as soon as this market turns, Kendu's going to fly. Am I wrong?
Oh, of course it's going to fly. No, you're correct. 100%.
I think it's a great play right now. I mean, high end was 270 mil market cap. We're at 103 mil right now. The community continues to go up. Holder base goes up. We know how freaking rampant this community is. I mean, it's solidified itself now. I just love it.
Right, and doesn't Shaitoshi have something to do with it? I heard. I know dude, Xander's did a space with them. So if you got Shy in your pocket a little bit, and they got a lot of holders. I mean, 11K holders or 11.5. That's pretty solid for this thing to run. Definitely 102 million market cap. To see this go from 100 to 200 mil is a lot faster than like the smaller market cap. So I'll probably get into a really good position with this, even more than I'm in right now. So yeah, I think it's going to run.
I love it, dude.
Place.
I love it too. Shelby with the new PFP coming up. Pablo, what's up, man? Congrats on the success of the token launch, bro. What's going on, man? What's happening?
Hey, man, what's happening? Hey, tell you what, man, you sure do your stuff early. I haven't been up this early in a while.
You're on the West Coast, though, right? You're out there on the West Coast.
Yeah, you're on the West Coast. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But you know what? You invited me, so I was like, you know what? Let's hang out with these guys. Let's see what's going on. Answer some questions. Let you guys know about, my project, MSI, Monkey Shit Inu. I mean, the name is fucking hilarious. I mean, you say it over and over again, and it gets funnier as time goes by, right? That's what it's all about. That's what the meme's all about. It's the name, having fun with it. So, yeah, man, I'm excited to be here. I'll let you run the show. Let me, let's do the thing. Let me get some coffee, huh?
Yeah, man, for sure. And we can come back around. And usually we bring people up. They can talk about the project. We just kind of organically have conversations. And, we can ask, if people want to ask questions, things like that. Shout out to everybody live with us on X and YouTube. Combined here, we've got a little over 900 people, now 950 people with us here this morning. So that's awesome. Shout out to everybody. If you can, share the room here on X. If you're watching live on either X or YouTube, share that out there too. Get some more people in here. Let's get it up over 1,000 combined. That would be awesome. But Shelby, good morning. Shelby, you there?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it was going in and out. Just want to say happy Friday. Thanks for coming through.
We're losing you.
No, I can hear.
I could hear. Zach, that's you.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, man, I don't know. Here we go again, right?
Shelby, drop down and come back up. Yep.
These spaces, man. They're a great freaking thing until they don't work. All right, so let's get into conversation about Dogecoin real quick, Zach, because I absolutely love it. Nobody's talking about Doge right now at all, sitting under 11 cents. And I'm using Doge, and I know Mar would say something similar too. I've heard him talk about this. I'm using Doge as like a place where I'm taking my profits and just storing them over there. I feel really comfortable taking my profits and other small caps or whatever, flipping it over to Dogecoin, because eventually in this cycle, bro, new retail money comes in, where they're going. It's inevitable. They're going to come back in on Robinhood or wherever and buy frickin' Dogecoin. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong at all. It's exactly what they're going to do, especially new retail coming in. They're buying Doge, Shib, the stuff right off of the exchanges. That's what happens. So I think you're smart. Really good play.
I think it's one of the safest bets out there right now. Dogecoin sitting under 11 cents. I just absolutely love it. Nobody's talking about it. I feel the same about Shib in that same vein. Eventually, money's going to rotate back into these household names. I think PEPE being 100% down from its all-time high right now, beautiful. Bonk and Whiff, they're still a little newer. I'm not as bullish on them as I am even with Brett. Brett's a smaller market cap, but I think Brett's got a tremendous opportunity to be massive. I bought more Brett this morning on the big pullback. Down to like 10 cents and some change. It's back up almost, it's over 11 cents now. I was pumped about that. It's dialed back, Zach, a couple different times, right around 1 billion, and it's bounced off it hard. You might be able to look at this better and give more technical analysis, but I've watched it happen 3 times. So when it happened again, I'm like, yep, I'm buying here. And I love that. Shelby, go ahead. Sorry, I couldn't hear you there for a minute.
No, thank you for allowing me back up. I was just saying, thanks for joining us throughout the week on the Crypto Breakfast Club with the boys. And we have 2 days off, so I hope no one goes through withdrawals. I know that sometimes in the Telegram, there's a few people that are like, oh my God, I'm missing this space. So, definitely join the Telegram and continue the conversation throughout the week. Get in some good plays. If you have any alpha, drop it in there. I mean, the boys are always there. Someone's around to talk. But I had a really nice chat with the girls last night from Bitcoin on Base. We're doing a Women on Base round table. So I think the tickets actually go public today for the San Francisco on-chain summit. So if you're in the area, definitely check that out. If you need any information, let me know. Let Zach from Subway know. He's my husband. He can get to me. Yeah, just want to say happy Friday, and thanks for hanging out with the boys all week.
Appreciate that as always. Yeah, it's we just hit over 1,000 people too, by the way, listening on all platforms here on X Live and YouTube Live. So shout out to everybody listening in. But yeah, this has been an awesome thing that we've been growing, and so many great plays. You mentioned one there, Shelby, Bitcoin on Base. I think they have huge opportunity here with what they're building over on Base. We saw them run up from $1 million market cap when they first came on the show up to a $30 million market cap, dialed back to about 8 million right now, and still looking really strong. So love that team over there. And Brian, super smart guy coming over from TradFi. He's added so much to our spaces for sure. Zach, anything else you're looking at here in the meme coin space that you find interesting? Do you like PEPE, PEI? We've been talking about that a little bit.
I do, but I'm always like, all right, so this is my deal. This is kind of what I look for. When I see like a big influencer like Da Vinci promoting it, I know he's early in it and he's got a lot of fucking money. So, if I'm not really early in it, it's hard to compete with some of these big whales. Like, he's a major whale, so he could be pumping it just to pump his bags. Not saying he is, but I get really cautious on that side of things. But me personally, I'm looking into Bone. The catalyst is there for me in August. That is a huge major play for me. I'll probably make some moves after that, but right now, Bone is a little bit bigger of a play than the other one you just said, the PEPE or whatever it's called. Just because there's real big money behind it, and I don't think I might be their exit liquidity. So I might throw a few bucks in it, but I'm not playing that heavy. So that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, I got in about 85 mil market cap on PEPE. I watched it go up first, and it was like, it's too new. I watched it go back down, and I watched it build back up. Usually I'll do that. I'll miss some gains or whatever, but I'm fine. I'll just go in heavier when I feel really good about it. So I got in at 85 mil on the way up. It's sitting right now at 129 mil, 130 mil. Actually, when you sort meme coins on CoinMarketCap, PEPE is right above Bone. 130 mil on PEPE, and then Bone is sitting at 105 million. I agree with you 100%. Bone is so undervalued. I mean, just in March, Zach, I was looking this morning. Bone 4x. It was a 4x from where it is now just in March. That's crazy. I mean, literally, it was basically $2 in March when we had the run up. That's when SHIB went up 100%. It was only 1 month, and really it was only like 2 or 3 weeks. Imagine when we have a sustained run here of like, 3 or 4 months where things are going up, Ethereum setting all-time highs. I think Bone is probably the most undervalued asset within the SHIB ecosystem. Would you agree?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it is a use case. It's the utility for Shibarium. It's the gas fee. It's definitely underrated. I'm sneaky buying some leash on the side quietly just because it's a short supply, but the most bang for my buck is Bone. It has value. And I think it's going to maybe hit like $1.74, maybe to $2 during ETH Toronto. That's what happened last year. I'm hoping it does the same thing, and then I'll obviously take some profits and wait for it to dip and get back in it again. But the catalyst is there. And then if for some reason the ETFs get, approved and it's running, I mean, that's going to run even more. So I'm kind of putting my money more on Bone. That's me personally, not financial advice. But, I pay attention to all the information out there. And it's what I use to make my plays.
No, I love it. I think what's going on? Is everybody scared to join us today? We only have a couple speakers up here. Come on up and join us. Pablo's here, though. Pablo, what's your take, man?
Yeah. Well, the whole PEPE thing is actually kind of crazy because we all saw it and we were all like, oh, man, another freaking Matt Fury PEPE, We got all kinds of color PEPEs, and I was one of the few people, or maybe all of us, that it just blew by us like crazy, right? Saw that thing at like 2-3 million. We're like, wow, here's another PEPE, another day, and next thing you know, that thing's at 100 million. So it was pretty crazy to see PEPE do his thing. And was what Zach was talking about, Da Vinci. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday, but Da Vinci actually tweeted MSI out, Monkey Shadinho. I don't know if you let me put anything in the Jumbotron, but I can. It's wild, bro. I'm telling you, Zach, and the fact that the MSI is only at 6 million versus PEPE being at over 100 million, it blows your mind, right? Here, I just posted the pin in the Jumbotron. There you go, the tweet. So I actually had a meeting with Da Vinci. When was it? What the hell is today? Friday? Yeah, like on Monday, we had a Zoom call. I talked to him. We talked a little bit about what's going on in the market. We talked about MSI, and he was talking about PEPE and how well he's doing over there, and how he's got a lot of people involved. And I was like, well, check this out, man. This is my project. This is what we're working on. And he got bullish, man. After having a good conversation, he's like, all right, let me sleep on it. And then I woke up a couple days later, and boom, there it is. So there you go, Zach. If you're looking for something a lot more younger than PEPE, there you go, buddy.
No, I love it, man. I love seeing that. I love seeing that tweet yesterday. I caught that late last night, and I put a video out for MSI yesterday too, guys. I decided to buy a little bit as well. I mean, just really steady growth. When did you guys launch, Pablo? July 3rd, right? Yeah, July 3rd. Only 9 days old.
Yeah, July 3rd.
Why did you decide to launch a token? I'm just curious. Like, did Rodney inspire you? Because Rodney's been doing his thing with Daddy on base too.
Yeah, well, what happened is, man, I think a lot of it happened to me like what happens to a lot of people, I was focusing on stacking blue chips for a while, after taking a break of meme coins. And I think I came back after a year of not buying any meme coins. I just decided to, hey, this whole Trump narrative's going on. This PEPE Jr. just launched, and I was like, I like these narratives. They're good narratives. So I decided to buy a few meme coins, and man, within 3 hours, I was rug on 3 projects, and I was just like, man, this ain't right. This can't be what meme coins are about nowadays. So it was about 3 a.m. I was kind of pissed off that I lost 10 grand in like 5 minutes. So I was like, I think it's time to launch my own project and actually build the foundation right. Make sure that sniping bots are not destroying the project, and that was the inspiration. Even though I was talking about Monkey Shadinho for years, bro, I've been talking about it on my live stream. One day I'm gonna launch Monkey Shadinho, and that one day, that one morning at 3 a.m. after getting rugged a bunch of times, I was like, yep, now's the time. Let's do it. I'm pissed. We're going to send it. And that was the inspiration, bro, getting rug. It's beautiful.
You got a good holder count, too. I mean, 1.24K holders at 6 million market cap is, you know, pretty nice. Something to brag about right there. I mean, that's what you need is good holders. So,
yeah, these guys are diehards, man. They're diehards, Zach. They're diehards. And that's what you need for the foundation. You know, you can't have a bunch of day traders for the foundation. You got to find some good quality long-term investors that have followed you for years. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited to be here and hang out with you guys and talk about Da Vinci, that crazy man. I swear, do you guys, all of you guys watch his $1 video of Bitcoin? I still can't get over it. I mean, I remember that video like years ago, and then I had to go back and watch it again after actually having a Zoom call with this man. And it's actually pretty crazy to think about that somebody was on YouTube saying buy Bitcoin under $1. It still blows my mind.
It is super wild, man. Insane. I wish I'd have saw that video 5 years ago, let alone whenever he posted it, right? Like 11 years ago. I wish I would have saw it maybe 8 years ago or whatever. Your Corp, what's happening, man? Good morning to you. What's going on? Your Corp, you there?
What's up, guys? No. What's up, guys? I'm sorry, man. You know, I'm always working, so I was just having one of my teammates talking to me. Hey, guys, happy Friday. It's freaking awesome. Friday's here, weekend. Well, for me, it's Thursday, but still, no matter. Today, we drink, so that's awesome. Just wanted to kind of piggyback on what you guys said. When it comes to, like I always said, you guys know I always said, because of Zach from Subway, open my eyes, Bone. You guys said it already, but don't sleep on Bone. I've been doing the same thing as you guys. Bone and Leash, always pick some of it. Bone I've been buying every other day for the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Because, again, it's so low, man. And then not that long ago, I think like 4 or 5 months ago, or the beginning of this year, wasn't it like $1 and something? So, hey, we can make our money double up right there, hopefully 2.5x. So don't sleep on the Bone. Then, when it comes to Bailey Bay meme, guys, that token, the meme token there, they were here on the Shark Tank. Man, since the day that AI Wolf told me and paid about it, that thing have never gone down, bro. Like, it, of course, retraced a little bit, but from our investment, at least my investment, have not gone down. So I opened a new little bag. And yeah, definitely, we went ahead and getting it bigger now. I opened a new wallet just for that, specifically just for Bailey Bay meme. I wanted to. Oh man, I kind of lost a train of thought there. I'm sorry. But no. I just want to say hi to you guys. Hopefully, you guys keep on doing good. Don't sleep on these discounts that we've been having this past few days, and keep on doing your thing, guys.
Appreciate you as always, bro. And I know you're always grinding, but still listening to the Crypto Breakfast Club. So we appreciate it, bro. And yeah, well over 1,000 people with us, guys, across all platforms right now. So thank you to everybody out there. Zach, I want to get your thoughts in paid too, and really anybody up here on the panel. I came across a little article this morning, 5 reasons why we could have a potential turnaround in the market here in July. And Zach, I know you said that you're still looking for July to be a solid month once we, get maybe toward the middle of it, toward the end of it. But, and maybe even into August and September. A lot of people getting excited about September, though, now with the Fed Reserve potential, rate cuts coming as early as September. At least that's kind of rumors right now swirling. But then we've got progress on Ethereum ETF S1 filings. There has been a request for small changes sent back to everybody, but I read this morning from one of my favorite analysts out there, Michael Van de Pope, that Ethereum ETFs next week. I mean, he just put it out there. He said Ethereum ETFs are coming next week. I'm like, okay. I mean, this is a guy I listen to quite a bit. I'm like, does he know something here? So obviously that's going to be on our radar. Things could, switch and turn on a dime with that. I don't know if you guys saw this too. There were some comments made from the CFTC, which again is the Commodities Future Trade Commission. These are the people that are basically the opposite of the SEC, right? They want to list crypto as commodities and not securities. And they believe between 70 and 80% of cryptos are not securities. And this underscores the necessity for the CFTC to regulate these assets over the SEC. Something that's playing out right now is that FIT 21 bill. We covered that on our live stream whenever that was. I can't remember. These days just kind of collide. But we had a ton of people listening in to that big conversation that was happening in the Senate. A lot of Democrats flipped their vote toward that bill passing, which is good for crypto. Definitely getting some bipartisan support on that. Then we had some news about tokenization. Sorry, I'm just running through a couple of these bullish, sentiments here. And then we could take this wherever we want to go, bring it back to memes or whatever. Goldman Sachs tokenization projects. So it says here by the end of the year, Goldman Sachs wants to introduce 3 tokenization initiatives with an emphasis on the U.S. as well as the European markets. These initiatives, which are led by tokenization and crypto enthusiast Matt McDermott, have huge potential to attract major institutional interest and investment into the crypto business. Obviously, that's huge. Tokenization is massive. We've already seen BlackRock's Biddle fund built on Ethereum capture over $500 million since March. That's fucking massive, guys. JP Morgan's optimistic Bitcoin outlook too. So in a report released today, now whether or not you take JP Morgan's word for it or whatever, I think no matter what, anything they say that's bullish is bullish for us. But JP Morgan released a report today saying that they're getting ready for a very bullish bounce on Bitcoin in August. Despite all the recent downturn, Germany's almost done selling their Bitcoin. Why the hell they're doing that, God only knows. I think they're going to look up 5-10 years from now and be kicking themselves. But I guess they really need that fiat right now. So whatever. But yeah, JP Morgan, very bullish on Bitcoin for the month of August. Obviously, it all starts and ends with Bitcoin, and that would probably boost up the entire market too. And if we get an Ethereum ETF here soon, and Bitcoin kind of turns the page in August, I could see August being like kind of the start of things heating up, and then Q4 really, really kicking things off, finally getting that altcoin season that we've been waiting for, and the opportunity for generational wealth could be coming, guys, right around the corner in Q4 into 2025. So I threw a lot out there, but I don't know who wants to respond to that. We do have another speaker up here. We got Moon Whales up here. Your Corp, Zach. Zach, I'll jump to you, and then Your Corp, and then Moon Whales if you want to jump in and join the party.
Yeah, like I said this a few weeks ago. I think August is going to be a very bullish month. The only problem I'm seeing is retail coming in. I don't think people have money, honestly. So until that floods in, then we'll see the bull run, like the major, upswing, 100% gains. But crypto can still do pretty well, slowly trading upward. But until we get retail back, I don't see the full-fledged bull run, honestly. That's my personal opinion, just looking out. And I talk to a lot of people, and a lot of people, you go to the grocery store, man, things are expensive. And, we need that money to flood in, honestly. I think Bitcoin staying above 60K, stuff like that, will sustain it for the long run. But the huge full-fledged bull run, we need retail.
Yeah, to that point, let me bounce in here real quick. We did get PPI inflation numbers this morning. Those rose to 2.6% above expectations. Core PPI rose as well. So we had good CPI yesterday, but this was a very hot PPI inflation report. And again, this kind of speaks to your point, Zach. Here you go. Listen to this, guys. U.S. consumers' assessment of their financial situation is at its worst since 2022. The Consumer Sentiment Index shows Americans' financial situation as, quote, better than a year ago, dropped to 26 points, the second worst since 2012. People are hurting. They're struggling. Over the last few months, the index has seen its steepest drop since the 2020 pandemic. Most recently, consumer sentiment decreased for the third straight month to its lowest since November 2023. Meanwhile, the U.S. has not had a decline in GDP in nearly 2 years, while job gains are making record. The disconnect between data and reality is broadening. right? So they're telling us one thing, but people are struggling. They're not looking to invest in crypto right now. And I'm not saying this to be bearish, okay? I'm not saying, oh my God, Zach's flooding my bags. No, I'm giving you the fucking real, raw shit. And people who have money are investing. But a lot of the new money, they're not coming in because they don't have it, guys. They're struggling. And Zach, you're 100% right. And when that happens, when does that flip? I don't know. I mean, you know, will the printing of money help that? I mean, we can have a huge debate on that, right? Because there's good and bad with that. But I'll shut up and let somebody else jump in here. Your Corp, go ahead.
Well, it wasn't really more about that, but I'll kind of say something about that I wanted to let you know. Yeah, I feel like how you said, the retail money have not come in how it came in last bull cycle. Just I feel like myself, you know, we us our retail money, and for me, when I decide to put money out of my bank account for crypto, it's hard. I think about it 2 or 3 times. Of course, my gains that I get on the crypto, you know, that I reinvest and all that, I really don't mind, you know, as long as I'm reinvesting in the right way, it's all good. But there have been some times that I want to go ahead and put more. I need to take it out of my account or anything. And I think about it like 2 or 3 times. So that's why I feel like nowadays the retail, it's not that much money because, man, inflation is just so crazy, man. It's just, everything is so high. I was just scrolling through Instagram, and there's this guy. It's an old video. This video is probably like a year old, I think. And this guy went to Costco, and he has a video of showing like the prices of Costco. And then a year later, it's showing again, like, you know, those same items for the prices went up like 75% higher than the year before. And then they saying, oh yeah, it just went up like 8% inflation, oh, this and this, or 8% that. And I'm like, man, okay, but what about all the products, man? Everything that we spend, like, it's like 2, 3, 4 times higher than the amount that was last year, just a year ago. And I don't know you guys, but nowadays the time is like flying. Look at that. We already about to be in month number 8. In August, what, 15 days for August, if I'm not mistaken? No, I'm sorry. Oh, no, we are in the 12th. Yeah, but almost 15 days for August. So days are flying right now. So it's like, man, like you talking about us not the inflation being just a little percentage? No, it's not really just a little percentage. It's 75, almost 100% of products have 3 and 4 times the price as before. Then that's what I gotta say regarding that. But I wanted to actually share something real quick that happened to me 2 days ago, and I was talking to in Michael's space. So I bought in 2022 a token called Zombie Inu. I think you know about it, Zach, and I think they did a migration on. I can't remember what day was it, but they did a migration or they moved the token. So I kind of was not paying attention to the spaces. I didn't do none of this before. Get into spaces, listen to YouTubers, follow Telegram, none of that. It's really important to do that, guys, because I don't know if the token was really pumped like this, but 2 days ago, when I opened my Coinbase account, that old Zombie Inu was showing that I had $2 million. I was super excited when I saw my Coinbase account saying $2 million. I'm like, I cannot believe this. This is insane. What coin went up? So I went ahead and, of course, that I kind of realized there that when that happened, I don't think I'm going to be ready because I was shaking and I'm like, what the heck? Like, I kind of like froze in a second. So, guys, you got to prepare yourself mentally in regarding that because when it happens for real, you're going to shit bricks. If you have never had that before, you're going to shake. Even though in your mind right now, you're like, man, listen to this guy. This guy's just a woods. Nah, I'm going to be ready. No, man. I've been saying that for 4 or 5 years almost. Yeah, I'm going to be ready when it hits. And it hits fake. And I saw it thinking that it was true. And I'm like, oh, and I shaked. I'm almost choked. I'm like, oh, my God. But make sure, guys, my point of this story is that make sure that you guys pay attention to the projects where they have spaces, YouTube, Telegram, because they give all the news and you can miss the opportunity. Imagine if this would be, I don't think Zombie Inu pumped this much, but imagine if it would be for real. If it would be for real, I would have not killed myself, of course, because I got family. No, but you know what I mean, that expression. I would kill myself. Like, it's just like I can't believe I would lose that opportunity just for not coming into the spaces, for not coming into YouTube's or Telegram, not educating myself. And then second, the other point of that was that the same thing, the same way that could have happened, that I got so excited, man, I could have tried to sell that token, and the moment that I press sell, it could have been a freaking scam, and they would have taken all my money. So you don't want to just click on it. You know, I've been getting airdrops like crazy that I always ignore. If I don't know the airdrop, if I didn't hear that the project that I invest is gonna do an airdrop, and you send me an airdrop of $1,000, I don't care if it's true or not, I'm not gonna open it, bro, because that's how we get scam big time. I have friends that have already lost thousands and thousands of dollars. We got some peoples here, I'm pretty sure, that have lost, if not a few bucks, thousands, if not a few thousand, hopefully not hundreds of thousands, but I'm pretty sure we have lost a lot of money and stuff like that. So just because your crypto wallet come from one day to another, 1,000% or 100% or something, and of a token that you don't remember buying, then don't touch that, bro. Don't touch it, because then your whole account immediately will be gone. So I was kind of picky about it, but then I remember that token, I bought it in 2022. I did remember, I went to my sheet of my record and I did so, and I'm like, but why still there? I guess it just stays there. I don't know what the heck, how that works, but I guess it just stays there. But yeah, man, that happened to me. I was excited for like 30 seconds. I choked for like 20. So, so yeah, just be ready, guys. When this bull market hits right now, really good. I'm feeling that it's going to be end of September, beginning of October. We're going to be having great stuff. Be ready, for real, be ready. I think now I'm a little bit more prepared because of that, but I still think I'm still going to probably choke in here and then some of them. Because, man, that's a lot of money, bro. That was a lot of money.
Appreciate you, bro. No, thanks for sharing that. That's great insight, and everybody can glean from it, too. So, no, appreciate you, bro, for sure. Moon Whale, what's happening, man? Moon Whales, what's going on?
Good, man. Good. Thank you very much. This is the first time I joined your space, and it's great, man. So much information. The panel is amazing. You guys are doing an amazing job. Name's Lorenzo. So I just wanted to touch on something that's quite curious, because you've mentioned the previous bull run, but in comparison to this bull run that we have, like semi-bull run, I will call it now, is the fact that the retail consumer has a lot more opportunities to invest and divest their money into. So new blockchains popping up, there's hype moving around. So what we're seeing now is a transition from different, so the Coinbase hype on Base, then they move to Solana, then they circle around. I think in the previous bull run, retail didn't have this many options to invest their money. So it's like, you have a budget to buy a car, and in the past you could only buy 2 cars, but now you have 20 cars to buy. So it's going to be a bit more difficult for you to make that decision on which one's the best for you. It's the same in crypto. There's too much stuff going on, and the attention span it's at a record low of how people divest their money. So even though this pullback is not as strong as the other one, I think individual focuses from blockchains offer retail too many options to divest their money. So, some of us might like a blockchain in particular, but then the hype moves around and it's a continuous circle and what they can improve. This is what I'm seeing, at least. So it's quite curious. But on the meme sector that you guys spoke to, it's great because they're the most volatile, I would say, types of cryptocurrency. So, of course, it's always a mirage for a lot of retail investors that come new to crypto that, I might put $10 in this and then make a 1 million. But it's very rare that these cases happen. And for somebody that's new in the space, it might be like a bad experience. So it depends on people how to educate the market when they come in to the space.
That's very true. Appreciate that insight, bro. Go ahead, Zach. You got something there?
Yeah, no, and that's why it's good stuff like Zach Humphries, doing his YouTube channel and everything. Like, I think retail coming in, new people come in, they find people like Zach, and there's only a few good ones out there, and Zach's one of them. And they look at the Shib, the Doge, and they think they're going to put $10 in and like hit $100 million market cap, and that's rare. But I try to tell people, even new people coming in, find good communities, find good plays, if you got like $20, $30, maybe a SHIB is better for you than getting into like a small market cap project. But, there are good projects out there, like myself, Coyote, K9. They're a great project. You got to look for community, and you can sleep at night. Getting into like small market cap stuff, it's very, very risky. And I think people don't understand this, the new retail that comes in. So that, they're going to go to Coinbase, they're going to go to those top exchange and just throw a few bucks in there. But they get misinformation by a lot of big, streamers that, they're going to hit 1,000x, but it's very, very real. And that's why I really like, Zach's channel. It's realistic. He comes on all points and gives you the real stuff, not just bullshit, clickbait stuff. So, come into these spaces all the time. I know you said you're new to the space. Just, follow the co-hosts, follow the speakers up here. They're all really smart people. And you'll get really good information. Trust me, I can see the panel that's on here right now, and these people are legitimate. And I don't really say that about a lot of people. So, follow the speakers and come in these spaces every day. We're here every day, Monday through Friday. Well, not every day, Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. And we do give great alpha plays. I mean, I've called really good plays, Paige called plays, Zach's called plays, and we'll give you the real stuff, honestly. So, thank you.
No, I love it, man. Agree with everything you said.
Zach,
Go ahead, Pig.
Zach, real quick, guys, we have 120 people in this room and 20 shares. I'm about to stop the show.
Well,
So
we've
I'm
got 1,050 people live with us on X and YouTube right now, so well over 1,100
So
total.
share the room.
Yeah, definitely share the room. Help us out.
Zach, I'm talking about X.
No, X
Don't
and YouTube live members, we have 1,053 people right now, plus what's in
Okay,
this.
so
what's in this room.
1,000 shares right now. Let's go.
Well, I'm glad you said that now because I wouldn't be able to talk with so many people. I'm glad.
There you go. No, man, I want to jump in on what you guys were talking about the retail and the looted space and all that. But look, let's look at the projects that Zach got pinned up here, right? You got Shib, PEPE, Doge, and Brett, right? What's so similar about all these big projects? The similarity is that they build numbers, right? They build those massive communities, right? That's the similarities that all these projects have. So what does that tell you? That tells you that even like, for example, Brett didn't have his moment right at the beginning. Brett took time. Brett took some time to build a community. So the Doge, Shib, PEPE, all these guys on top took time, right? So if you're coming into the space as a retail investor, yeah, you're gonna jump around, try to chase, this and that and that and that. But what's gonna happen is you're always gonna roll back to projects that are being built properly, right? Because those are the ones that are gonna make you real money. What's going on in the space is that you're trying to get rich overnight, and that's a dream that just doesn't exist. The odds of you hitting 100x in 24 hours is 1 in a million. So what's going to happen is you're going to end up falling into one of these communities with good leadership, with good foundation, with good investors, and you're going to ride those communities to the peak of the bull market. And that's what's going to happen. And I think retail is going to kind of catch up. And that's when your major bags, the ones that you're bullish on, are the ones that are going to pump the hardest when it's all said and done. Because at the end of the day, I mean, think about this, Zach. How many projects do you see a day? And then you always go back and you got Brett still there. You see another 1,000 tokens there. You go back and you still see Shib. You still see PEPE. You still see Doge. And a million other tokens come, and these are still here. So those developers that figure out community and foundation are going to be the ones on top by the time the bull market ends. So if you're listening all over wherever you are, that's what you need to find. You need to find some good leadership, some good community. And I'm telling you, you put your money in those projects and you'll be good. You'll do well.
Bro, you're so right. And you find those like good bets. And you know what? People, I think, coming in early, they have to learn that every crypto, every meme coin is not created equal. And I know a lot of us in this room may know that, but I mean, we could also use those reminders and like devise a plan based on that crypto. Like if you get into something brand new that's like sub 1 million market cap, your plan should look very different than buying Brett at $1 billion market cap, right? Like you have to devise a plan with every different asset you get into. And I can speak from experience in not doing this back in 2021. And I did okay, but I could have done way better if I'd have just taken the guesswork out of it. Because guys and gals in here, I'm going to tell you, and these people will tell you up here, when that FOMO bull run happens, you ain't got no time to think. It's just coming at you fast and furious. And if you don't have a plan ready to go, if you don't have something where you could just fall back on, if you got to think and try to act in real time, good luck, right? So to help take your emotions out of it, this is the time right now. We're in this little capitulation, this little, consolidation phase. Carve out your path and your plan now so you're ready to go. You know what I mean? It's super, super important. Mar, what's up, man? Go ahead.
What's up, Zach, man? Thank you for having me up again. Good morning to everyone. Hope you all getting ready for the weekend. The weekend is always big down here in South Florida. But yeah, man, first, a lot of people, I showed them this, and they're into crypto for some time, for even more than a year, and they don't even realize that those numbers on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. If you go to CoinMarketCap, you could actually, guys, and I'm surprised a lot of people, they don't know liquidity ratio to market cap. And if you go up, you could see our total market cap for the crypto space, which is 2.1 trillion now. Now, of course, that doesn't count the many small little projects that are not listed on CoinMarketCap. But, you can see the actual market cap is 2.10 trillion, which Bitcoin, if you take out Bitcoin and Ethereum, the rest of the crypto space, it's like around 800 billion. And then you get the ratio for the liquidity, and we're talking about like 140, max maybe $200 billion. And that's nothing. That is nothing. The richest man in the world has more money than that. So taking out Bitcoin and Ethereum, all we got is like 140, $200 billion. And that's why you say, Zach, when this thing, when we went into a bull run back in 2020, the total market cap in crypto was like around 300 billion, maybe less, Now it takes more to pump, but I've had this argument with some people like, oh, but we haven't seen retail because now it just takes more money to pump it, because now the market cap is bigger, and to see, more price actions, more gains. And I understand that, but it's still super early, it's still super low. 700 billion total market cap in crypto, taking out Ethereum and Bitcoin. And liquidity, it's not even that much money at the end. That is why you're saying, whenever this bull run hits, if you don't have your feet set with your projects, it's gonna hit you so hard. And what's the amazing thing? The people that it hits hard, the FOMO that they're gonna get, that makes it even hit harder. And I see this going to, easily taking out Ethereum and Bitcoin, we could hit $1 trillion in liquidity. $1 trillion or even more in liquidity. And that will make it $20 trillion market cap, which is what we all expect, And remember, it's not only, of course, it's not only retail. After retail, we're gonna get the institutions, because institutions got to be careful with them being extra liquidity, of course. And I just think this bull run is going to be massive. There's always a little concern. Last time, and remember, all this money, a lot of people are close-minded. They think all this money needs to come from the U.S. Crypto is worldwide. So I'm talking about like another, I don't know, $1 trillion worldwide in liquidity, And I know these numbers, I might not be correct. It might be even more, might be even less, but even a 10 trillion market cap will be great for crypto now. because there's one thing that we need to break that barrier of trust, and I think that barrier of trust is not going to be broken. I think it could be, with meme coins. Meme coins are great. I get into meme coins all the time. It's when we start seeing altcoins be, jumping in the top 100, or the top 100 becoming now the top 1,000. You get what I'm saying? And just becoming successful projects with real fucking utility. Not that lie that we got a few years back. We got utility, and we never got utility. The freaking utility was staking and NFT. Anybody could build that shit, Like real true utility, real true passive income from a real world asset like a company, When we see that, even if it slows down a little bit the gains and we don't get those crazy gains, that's bringing trust, and that's important, guys. That word trust back into crypto, because a lot of people got wrecked. A lot of people got wrecked back in 2021, and word spreads like fire. Another little concern that I have is, of course, the U.S. is not the only country in crypto, but there are the big boys. It's back in 21. We open up an account on KuCoin. We open up an account on any of these exchanges, and we were able to go in there and trade those low market cap projects. And even though sometimes it feels kind of late when these projects get into any exchange, you're still early, You're still pretty much early, Once they get into Binance, Coinbase, and all that, these things are already popped, But back in the days, U.S. could have gotten into any exchanges. Now, the government, they know what they're doing. They're just shutting down the doors and to all these exchanges where you need a VPN or whatever it is to get into. And for me, it's kind of like, man, I'm scared to bring in, 20, 30 grand into a exchange that I have to use a VPN. What if this VPN stops working? My money's stuck there. I've seen it. I've had to help two people out already to get money out of exchanges, But yeah, man, the market cap is still, like, crypto is still young, and that's why we always keep saying here, I'm not telling you where to put your money at, but, if you choose a nice portfolio and you diversify and you pick all your projects, all you got to do is hit one or two, and you have, I'm not going to say financial freedom, but you have some good money, to buy a house, a car, or whatever your dream is to open up a business. But yeah, man, we're still young, and I think that it's going to take more time. That's why this bear market has felt longer, because to turn this engine on now, it's a little tougher now. It takes more time because the market cap is just way bigger than what it was in 2020 when we started that massive bull run. And with the title, man, I love Brett, I love Shib, I love PEPE, SHIBA, the ecosystem. It's going to be great, but for me, it's Doge, man. You follow the money, and whenever you talk or vision Doge, you see that face of Elon Musk, and I've always been taught, follow the money, follow the money, and Doge, I believe, is going to be probably one of the top payment cryptos for the X system. And Doge, for me, look, I tweeted it not too long ago, that one of the top 3 lowest risk projects in this space is, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then Doge, just because of Elon Musk. At the end, you just got to follow the money, man, And I'm huge on Doge. Every time Doge, not financial advice, psychologically goes under 10 cents, I buy a little. Even if it's $1, $2, $5, $10, whatever I could afford to buy that day, I just keep adding on to Doge, But yeah, that's my take on the market. I think we're holding strong. We just got to wait for Germany, because it's not just Germany selling, the fear of all the people selling. People are just waiting for Germany to be done selling, And whatever it is, and we got all those big coins that those institutions got to sell when they reach a certain percentage, because they can't have more than that percentage on their portfolio. Shit happens with the ETFs, but yeah, man, other than that, I'm super bullish. I'm still sticking to my guns. We're going to start the party late this year, and 2025, at least half of that year, it's going to be massive bull run.
Appreciate you, Mar. As always, great insight. You know, just one quick little tidbit on Dogecoin. We were talking about March, and I keep going back to this little March pump we had. Literally, guys, it was a couple weeks. Like, people got excited for like 2-3 weeks. If you guys were here, you know. Doge was up at 22 cents in March. And that was like just nothing, really. It was like a couple weeks, right? We're back down to 10 cents and some change. So just to give you a perspective of kind of where we are and what's going to happen here when we get into a full-fledged altcoin season, real bull market that actually lasts more than 2-3 weeks, right? So I want to get up to Paid real quick, and then Mutasco and Max also have their hands up. What's up, Paid?
No, I was just going to say, we talked about this a little bit earlier today about, you know, inflation killing basically Americans and other places around the world. And again, my example is just me. I left the United States because it was just unaffordable. Like, even with the amount of money I was bringing in, it was just, you know, getting a house or a place in Boston, as Zach from Subway knows, it's ridiculous. It is so expensive there. And I was like, you know what? I can rather just go to Spain. I can go to Portugal and go wherever else and just be on the beach, which I'm at right now, just hanging out with you guys. And I think I think this is something that we should also talk about, which we kind of touched upon before, but what should you do after you take your profits? You know, what should you do after, you know, you get all this money? You know, if America keeps having these inflation problems and it has, you know, the middle class is getting squeezed out completely, you know, like someone was saying earlier, you look at Costco from, you know, a year ago to Costco now, people, it's hard to live in America. It really, for right now it is, you know, like, again, like my buddy I said before is a lawyer in Boston, and he makes really good money, and he gets outbidded from buying a house all the time from developers. He can't even get a house, and he makes crazy money, like stupid money. It's so dumb. And he can't get a place. So I think at some point we should have a conversation on where's the best place to go, you know, even if it is in America, but where's the best place to go when you have all these profits, when you have, you know, some type of quote unquote financial freedom, like Mar's saying, or like, you know, at least you can get a house, because you can make all this money, but then it can all, you know, first, don't forget, you got to pay your taxes. So that's going to take a chunk out of all your money. And then, you know, you got to live. Can you live off the rest of that? You know, some people are going to make enough money this bull cycle to retire immediately if they want to. They don't have to, but they can just immediately do it. But, you know, if you live in, like, New York City, it's going to be a little bit harder than it is living in, like, I don't know, Savannah, Georgia, or somewhere else. Or in different places of the world. The middle class in America right now is getting squeezed out, and we see it every day. And it was one of the decisions, like one of the reasons I had the decision just to leave altogether for now, at least.
Oh, appreciate that, man. I want to get down to Shelby. Shelby's been waiting for a little bit too here. Yeah, and just shout out to the over 1,200 people listening. We really appreciate you guys across all the platforms. We got about 900 plus live with us on X. We've got another couple hundred on YouTube, and then whoever's here actually on the space too. So shout out to everybody. Really, really appreciate you guys for making this thing possible, and keep sharing it. Keep spreading the word about us. Keep telling your friends, tell your communities in crypto about us, and definitely the more the merrier as we're continuing to grow and build something really cool here. So Shelby, what's up? What's happening?
Thanks, Paid, for bringing back that conversation, because I was going to say, like Zach said a couple minutes, or actually like half an hour ago, we live in the East Coast. I have 3 younger sisters, and they want to invest in crypto. They want to get into, like, you know, whatever coin that they decide, you know, that's up to them, their own research. It's not financial advice coming from us, but it's so expensive, and they have families, but also their tax return hasn't even come in yet. They've gotten 2 letters from the government saying that their tax return is another 60 days and another 60 days. So that money, whatever amount it is, a couple thousand, hundreds, whatever it may be, would have gone right into crypto because they want to invest. And I just can only imagine how many other families are in that boat where they're seeing all this, you know, crazy advertisements. You know, you can basically go on your PayPal and buy crypto now. You know, it's so easy, and people, I think, want to do this, but there's no extra money. Everything's so expensive. And now on top of it, they're not even getting the money that they're owed because the government is not issuing tax returns. So, you know, not financial advice at all, but it's just really really mind-boggling. And I think that once, money starts flowing again, that's when the bull run will really start to like take off. I know that we had the halving and we were like, oh, here we are. And it just like, it never like had like lift off. Like it just stayed stagnant almost. And it's just, I don't know. I'm like wondering, is that the reason why? Like, are many Americans in the same boat?
I think, honestly, it's the housing situation in America. That's me personally. As a joke just now, I went on Zillow just to see like prices of apartments in Boston. And the first one that comes up is $5,300 for like a 2-bedroom.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We got another one, $3,400 for 1 bedroom, $3,800 for a studio, for a fucking studio. Excuse my French, $3,800. Guys, I don't think people realize, and this is a whole separate conversation, but America, when it comes to housing right now, is in a very bad spot for the average American. If you're doing very, very well, you're okay. If you're in the middle class, you're getting fucked. If you're in the lower class, you can more than likely get, subsidies or whatever for housing. But if you're in the middle class, you're fucked. It is what it is. I saw the writing on the wall 9 months ago when I left. But I still have friends and family. My mom's still there. I'm still trying to get her out of America. I'm still trying to get her situated. But, America, you can't afford to invest in anything when your rent's $3,800 for a studio. You can't afford it. And that's not including food. That's not including, you have to pay your taxes on your income and everything. That's just to get a house. Just get a roof over your head that you don't even own. It's a huge problem, and I wish, maybe not today, but maybe next week we'll have a conversation about, just what to do with, money after you, quote unquote, win in crypto. Because again, don't forget, taxes, you got to pay your taxes, whatever the percentage is for your state and your Fed, and then after that, that's what you got left over.
Yeah, I'd love to have more of a macro conversation about, because one thing I don't like doing is talking about the problem, but not talking about solutions. I hate just things that, okay, life sucks. All right, well, what can we do about it, right? How can we change our situation? I mean, one of the things, for me, and so I think I've said this before. If you trade your time for money, you'll never make as much money as you want to make. That's the secret. I mean, there's a lot of these little secrets. That to me just resonated with me so much. Once you figure that out, that the way that they're schooling you to work, go be a doctor, go be a lawyer, and I'm not saying we don't need these people, don't hear me wrong, okay? We need all of this. But if you want to be in the 1%, and you want to be different, and you want to live life on your own terms, and you want to live that style of life, because a lot of people talk about it, but they're not really about it, right? So if you want to step outside your comfort zone and not be afraid to fail, you have to build businesses. You have to be your own boss. That's how you get to the point where nobody's telling you what to wear, nobody's telling you where to be, nobody's telling you when you can clock out. Nope, you can't have Friday off. Yes, I can. I make the joke all the time. People ask me to do stuff in the middle of the week. Yeah, let me check with the boss. Yep, he said okay. That's a beautiful thing. That's freedom, right? And money's important and all of that, but I would take less money to live that lifestyle than work some crazy fast-paced job on Wall Street where somebody owns my ass. And the beautiful thing about crypto is it's a vehicle that can allow us to get there, right? It's a vehicle that can allow us to not trade our time for money. Because time and energy is all we have. And if somebody is in charge of your time and energy, it sucks. That's my opinion. So, I mean, we could talk more about that at some day, but I mean, that's just kind of my 2 cents on the conversation. And it's not to say I don't want to sound just pick your shit up by the bootstraps and figure it out, right? It's not that easy. I get it. And everybody's in a different situation, but we should always be thinking about what can I do? What can I do? How can I control this situation? I can't control the U.S. government continuing to print money. I can't control how much shit costs at the grocery store, but I can control picking up a second job. I can control sacrificing not buying that Gucci belt and that, the designer clothing and saving money and living well below my means. I can control not buying Starbucks every day, because a lot of people like to bitch about their situation, but then you look at their habits and you're like, well, wait a minute. That doesn't line up. You're bitching about the economy and how you don't have any money, but you're buying a $5 Starbucks every day. You got to sacrifice that. If you want to get ahead in life, you can't be buying Starbucks every day. Some people can, some people can't. So buckle it down, strap it down, and like get to a point where you're able to do that comfortably and not think about it. You know, and I mean, I'm not saying like everybody's situation's different, but I've been relatively poor before. I mean, I grew up in a duplex. I never saw my dad. He worked 3-4 odd jobs, and every situation's different. I'm not saying like, oh my gosh, I grew up in the freaking slum of the slums. I mean, but I didn't grow up rich. I didn't grow up like, I grew up married very modestly, but like, you have to, you have to start thinking different if you want to live different, and I think a lot of people they just want to live different, but they're not doing anything to really change their situation. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm rambling, but Max, go ahead and jump on. You probably had something else to say after I went on a tangent.
No,
what's up, bro?
I could tie right into that, Jack. 100%, man. Time is our most precious resource. 100%. I mean, it's the one thing in life that we can't get more of. So trading our time for money and our things is truly it's priceless. You can't put a price on that. Where I was going to go, I was going to talk back to your corp there. He was talking, and it's kind of been a general discussion as well, paid as well. Like the government has been squeezing the people, I think, since COVID, and I think it's been deliberate to try to pull the people out of the ability to jump into cryptocurrency, or whatever other investment they could find that could take them to potential freedom. Right? They do not want you to own crypto. They do not want you to own a house. It's clear. They're driving up the prices of housing and everything else. And it's just like, well, BlackRock, they stepped in, they're buying. They want to own everything, right? They want to rent to you, and they want you stuck as a slave for the rest of time. We know that, and we have an opportunity to get out, and the government knows that as well, and they are trying their very hardest to make sure that we're not able to get out, right? So, I don't know. As far as solutions, like I think the people need to get back into government, and all the rest of these, the school boards and the town halls and everything, and really start pushing back, because our ideologies and everything else, that our beliefs are not being represented by our government. And if we were to start a blockchain party, slowly being able to introduce things that would create accountability to government, because right now there is no accountability. Depending on what side of the aisle you're on, I mean, they're willing to do. I won't get into that. Anyways, that's kind of my point on that. I think if we were to start a blockchain party, and the people were to get into government, and we were to start being able to put in actual policies that were favorable for blockchain and accountability to government, and everything else, man. And we know cryptocurrency is the most disruptive technology since the internet, and we have a major opportunity to be able to exercise that to a level that most people wouldn't actually dream possible. There's an opportunity here right now with the way society is and how everybody's eyes are opened up to the way things are and where things are going. I'll cede my mic, and thanks for letting me speak, and good morning to everybody.
Can I jump on this, Zach? Can I jump on this?
Yeah, go ahead, Pablo. And we got a lot of people requesting, so we'll try to get everybody up, but we'll do our best. Go ahead, Pablo.
Look, I'm with Zach on this. Like, you can't control the government. You can't control any of that stuff, right? That's beyond me, beyond you, beyond anybody. What you can control is what you do with whatever spare time and spare money you have. Look, I'm going to tell you guys, look, in 2021, I walked away from my 9-to-5 lifestyle, from my business ownership as having a welding company, and I retired with Crow, right? That's why I named myself after Crow. And the reason why that ever happened was because I believed in Chris and the crypto.com, team when it was nothing. I'm not talking the crypto.com Crow was at $1 billion market cap. No, they were nothing. When I bought Crow, it was below a penny. You know what I mean? And it ran to nearly $1. So I repeated that over and over with Shib, Saitama, Shibnovi, Volt Inu. And what it is that a lot of the times retail, us regular people, we follow the herd, right? We wait for, it needs to be safe. I'm going to buy this because it's been sitting in the top 100 for forever. It's safe. See, we play that safety game, that safety net. I want to be safe. And every time you want to be safe, you minimize your risk. And when you minimize your risk, you minimize your potential. So what you need to do is actually get out of your comfort zone and find people like myself, like Zach, that been in the game for a long time, that know how to find early projects, that know how to build early projects. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to set you free. It ain't going to be, I know we all love DOGECOIN, but Doge ain't going to set you free. What are you going to put in there, $1,000? It's going to turn into $5,000-$10,000? That shit ain't going to set you free. You get what I'm saying? So you got to find something that's not in the billions, not in the hundreds of millions. You got to go deeper into the darkness, and you got to find a team that makes sense, and that's where you're going to make your money, and that's where you're going to find your freedom. Now, if your risk tolerance level is not high, then the odds of you making it in this bull run are limited. So keep that in mind, man. You just got to have the guts. That's all there is to it.
And
that's all I got, Zach.
And that just means check out Coyote Token and paid XPO.
Yeah. Do that. Check out Coyote. Check out MSI, Monkey Shading You. If you ain't throwing shit at a monkey, you're doing it wrong. Okay, let's go, boys.
To your comments there, I agree with everything except for how you opened on as far as not being able to change government. We can't. We need to enter government. We need to get in. That's the problem is that mindset of thinking we can't do anything about it. As soon as everybody gets that mindset, we can't do anything about it, then they win. That's a no-go for me. I mean, I think there's a major opportunity here, and people are aware. I mean, people have become distasteful towards, government and everything else. But we as a people have an opportunity to change that 100%.
Well, let us know when you start the revolution, sir. We'll follow you.
Yeah, you know what? I got you, Max. Max, baby, I got you. You need somebody to run for government. Y'all get behind me. We'll get into the fucking office, and we're going to take over. We'll take over right now. Matter of fact, paid XPO for president 2024. We're going this year because y'all want someone new? It's me. All right, I better see all y'all vote. Get me nominated. Write me in. Thank you.
All right, let's go to ambidextrous.
Thank you, Zach. Yeah, a lot of hands up.
Yeah, there's a few people up before me. I just wanted to touch on that. I mean, when it comes to government, I think that, yes, I mean, our foundation is built off change and us having that access. I think currently we should lower our expectations a little bit there. But yeah, I mean, love that for sure, that direction. When it comes to finances, specifically with crypto, I don't see them hindering the process at all. And I think the regulation and everything that's happening with that, it's going to be good in the long run for everybody here. That specifically, that side. Because I know everybody's still talking about the government selling and stuff like that. But, I'm not really too worried about that. There's a lot of volume here and people are really swooping that stuff up. That it's healthier for us. The ETFs, those things, I'm going to watch those for a little bit. Probably going to watch other people get in and play those a little safely. Because just like we were talking about earlier, you know, finances for the average person when you're investing right now, it's a little tough. You know, it's you know, having 3 kids, a family, you got to really play your cards right. So there's not really a one-size-fits-all situation here. That situation is unique. So when you're investing, just really think about that and see where you can go, how much you can get in. You know, maybe your entry is $100 and these like really risky tokens like Pablo was talking about. That's life-changing. That can be $1,000 and stuff like that if you can swing it. You know, so that's my take on it.
Who's next? I don't know who went. Who's got there?
I saw Mar up for a little bit, but I see Stu down there hasn't been up.
Yeah, let's get Stu, man. I mean, that hand has been up forever,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
Stu has been waiting.
Go ahead, man.
He has been waiting for a minute.
Appreciate it, man. Definitely, man. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Definitely here. Appreciate coming up the stage, but I just wanted to add on to the conversation. Like, I know one of the things that, like, I always look to say as far as conversations like this is, like, having, like, time in the position. I think a lot of people don't really understand that as far as, like, it's the positioning when you get into that set meme coin. So, like, if you get in at, like, 30 million, but watching this at 300 million and shoots up past the bill, then obviously the level of bullishness is going to be different than somebody jumping in afterwards. So I think a lot of people don't realize. They also look at, like, volume and liquidity and, like, different zones as far as when you're getting in, the size of the pool. I think that was a lot of things that I didn't consider from last run is, like, so many different variables that I've learned over time just being in the space. Now that variables that I know now, I could, you know, put that together and leverage just because, like, a lot of people talk about buying coins from different chains. It's like, yeah, you could go buy. It's like buying coins over Cardano versus Solana. Like, you jump in a 3-foot versus a 30-footer. So, like, you have more room as far as within versatility to jump in and out of different coins and tokens because you got more water flow. You got more liquid to work with. I think a lot of people don't even realize from that angle. And, like, when you jump into these communities, like, get in the community. Like, learn the people that you get money with, or at least the people that are behind the coin. If they really pushing it and this and that, just see what the vision is. Because at the end of the day, it's a meme coin. We understand it's a gimmick, but understand that process and then understand, like, who you get money with as far as maneuvering access through the space. And then also, too, like, when you be in these communities, you'll naturally like the community. You'll stay in. You'll stay up to date with the coin. So naturally, you'll be on top of it. If anything, you can always sell. So I feel like getting to know, and then, like, the people in the community will be, like, some of your biggest resources. I can't tell you, like, different, and that's why I believe, like, blockchains come out with, like, different coins because it allows for onboards to other chains, to people to get introduced to other ecosystems. That's the easiest translation in the space. That's why meme coins are, like, so popular. But and I also wanted to say, like, in terms, like, I know a lot of people was talking about, like, you know, get people coming in with, like, retail because, like, you know, I feel for people to come into the space because I've been in the Web3 space for about almost 4 years, and I've been in crypto since, like, 2016, like, staring, looking at it or whatever. And, like, there's so many things I had to learn over that time. For somebody coming in Web3 just off the gate and try to bring them to, like, 0 to 95% in knowledge, like, that's a hell of a task or whatever. But I know for me, I'm taking it head on. Because, like, I'm actually doing content to help people, like, as far as beginner content and covering, like, all the different sectors of the space, DeFi, NFTs, like, lending and borrowing, yield farm, but, like, whatever sector of technology, whatever type of investor you are, your level of risk tolerance, having some type of dedicated strategy to be like, okay, these are the wallets you can go on, these particular chains, attack these specific ecosystems or volume and everything. And I'll post it, I'm actually doing it. You go check my page. Like, I do content, like, as far as anything to be able to reach, like, folks coming into Web3, because, like, I believe that education is the way that we're going to bridge people and really build our ecosystems, because we got to add the numbers. Crypto adoption is, like, I don't even know, like, less than, like, 5%. So that's why you see, like, so many people around the world, is likelihood that you're going to meet somebody from a different country, just because, like, in the grand scheme of things, we so early that the concept of, like, what we're trying to build is not even played out in the next 5 to 10 years.
You know what you said there, Stu, is pretty awesome, and there's probably a lot of retail listening right now. Like, there's certain aspects that if you're trying to find that early micro cap gem, there's certain things that you have to look for. And one is, who's behind the project? What is their track record, right? Have they been successful in the past? Next, you got to see, does the team have funding, or are they going to be asking for charities? You know what I'm saying? That's the number 2 that you got to look into. 3, what is their liquidity ratio? You know, are we talking like 1% of the market cap, or are we talking 10% of the market cap? Because liquidity is the amount of money that you can withdraw from the project, right? So are they listed on centralized exchanges? Or do people around the world have access to it? Do they have capabilities to get listed on centralized exchanges? What type of influencers are supporting it? Do they got a bunch of call groups that pump shitcoins all day long? Or do they got real brand names behind the project? Do they have some sort of use case? Can they be somewhat useful in the space, in the real world? You got to look at all these things to determine if you're finding a microcap token. And yes, I literally just shield you because we have all that. But you got to look at those things. I got to look at those things when you're looking into a project, because that is what's going to help us see coming in those 100x's, those 1000x's. So take a look at all that.
I did want to respond to that, like, and I do believe that like market cap, like being able to like identify as far as, all right, these are the zones I want to get in. That's like very important. I think a lot of people they overlook that in terms of like, they don't look at the liquidity size of the pool and be like, all right, damn, this at like 1 to like 100 million. Like, what kind of X do you want? Do you want 2X? Do you want a 25X? Do you want a 50X? And then also multiplying seeing realistically, what does that look like? And now it's really true. And I really go from this number to this number. Or like, how many times will I have to go in and out of this particular token or this particular coin? So I just believe like just definitely like tracking all that. But just again, like I want to, help push like the education portion, because it's a lot to kind of take in when you just jumping on said meme coin and then you think you're going to go in and run it up depending on like what entry point that you got in, and then you're not really just aware of all the other underlying variables that like come into the space. Because like the space like moves fast. And I believe like that's where the element of like being a Degen like comes in, like as far as like at least my true understanding of it, as far as like the space moves at such a pace, at such a rapid rate that, people that, going off being a Degen is necessarily going off limited knowledge, but also having an insight into the framework of the technology, understanding meta that's being created. And it'll just pump off the that is new. That's why you see a lot of people just say, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and believe and stand in something, especially if I believe in the framework of the technology versus previous methods, and you kind of compare that and line and contrast based on all your experience on your space. So you're kind of building on top of your experience and be able to have leverage. But if you don't have, it's like you can't even think back to a point to even give a comparison. It's just like, oh my gosh, like how do you navigate through this motherfucker? So it's just like, that's why it's just the importance is just coming in.
That's epic, bro. Big shout outs to you, man. That's hilarious. How the fuck what do you do? What do you do? How to be a Degen, how to be a proper Degen. How do I do it? That shit's funny, bro. Love it.
%. Sorry, guys. I was getting a phone call on my other phone. But great insights, great stuff. And Stu, Pablo, thanks for joining us today, man. Adding some great insight, great conversations here. Shout out to everybody listening. Over 1,300 people across all platforms. Love it. We got about a half hour left. We run these, by the way, if you're brand new, guys, we run these Monday through Friday. Here's how we do it. I go live at 8:30 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, okay, and Twitter on X. I go about an hour before this space starts, and then the space is just part of the live stream. I link my phone right in, and we just keep it rolling from 9:30 to 11:30. So I kind of set the stage for an hour. We get through the news and all of that, and then we turn it into this great conversation talking about alpha, whatever the topic of the day is. And so it's basically just 3 hours straight of crypto content every Monday through Friday now that we're rocking and rolling with. So appreciate everybody for finding us and staying with us. We've had a ton of people loyal as hell with us since we started this thing, and it's growing into be something nice. And we're putting the time in, we're putting the effort, and we're growing something really nice. So we got a lot of people want to speak. Paid XPO, go ahead real quick, and then we'll get over to Mutasco.
Yeah, real quick. Doc B just messaged me in the back channels. He said he's working, but he wanted me to give the sentiment that people, that there's a lot of people in government. There's a lot of open positions in government right now, and unelected board positions all over the U.S. And folks don't know this. And this is what he's saying. So when people talk about government and, you can't change government, well, he said there's literally thousands of positions available that you can go run for, basically unopposed, get a position and start changing, your local areas. You can't change the big picture of the government off the grip, but, once you mow your own lawn, then you can start talking about mowing other people's lawn. It's basically what he's getting at, just real quick.
I appreciate that, Doc B. Thanks for all your support too, bro. Much appreciated. You're always rocking with us, showing us all the support. Mutasco, same thing, man. Thanks for always being here. I know you got some fire to add. What's happening, man? Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Zach. The space is kind of getting it looks like you're following the trend of the consumer sentiment. Please, let's hype this space up. If you're here right now, and I think I agree with what Da Vinci was saying, guys, do not lose track of what's going on here. If you're right here in this space right now, you have no reason to think that, you're part of the largest consumer that is yet to understand crypto. That's what I'm going to say. Here's the thing. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to talk here, so I had to put my thoughts in writing. I put some comments in there. Just read it. I mean, you could ignore it too. I don't even care. What I want, and this is a problem I've had, and Zach, you probably had the same problem too. I was severely underallocated the last bull run, okay? It wasn't a function of I don't have enough money to allocate. It was a function of lack of understanding, right? And what I did was I said, you know what? I'm going to spend a little more time here. And I had a lot of things going on. I had grad school, I had family, I have 2 kids, right? But, there was a lot of things going on, right, at the time. And I had my hands all over so many things. And there's always a price you pay, right? But what you don't want to do is when you pay a painful price, you just give up. No, you have to turn around and ask yourself, what is it that you're going to do differently? And guys, it may sound like some drama, but the reality is crypto is a new asset class, okay? What is different this time is you don't have this massive wall that says, hey, there's a startup here, there's a startup there, but you can't get into it. You need this to get in. Oh, we have to wait for the SEC to set the rules, blah, 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 all that nonsense, okay? It doesn't exist. You know what replaces it is the media using all the collapses and making a statement that this asset class is risky, is no-go, don't touch it. And a lot of the consumers that are literally being hurt right now, by the way, they work for companies that have fundamentals, okay? They have profits, they have revenue, they have bank statements, they have all that stuff that you can think about, okay? How did that help them? It didn't, okay? And if you look on the other end, I've posted the whole chart of the Magnificent Seven, right? All the tech stocks. I've always said this. In July, I think it was July 3rd, the Pelosi and her husband disclosed their financial positioning. And it seemed like when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this lady, it's like Jim Cramer, right? We inverse Jim Cramer all the time and it works. Pelosi is somebody who has access to private information. Whether you think it's some conspiracy or somewhere, who cares, okay? There's no ethics anywhere. They just, ethics is based on if you're in the club or you're outside the club, right? And they just lie in your face. That's just the reality, okay? Just put it the way it is. Pelosi, when I saw the report, and again, you could poll 1,000 people, and they'll all give you different opinions. Why did I have a different view of what I saw? And it was just Pelosi's disclosure, by the way. Again, it was like, oh, they dumped Tesla, bought more NVIDIA. And by the way, this is the same lady that did a call option on NVIDIA right before the CHIPS Act. Like, if you can date it back, before she flew into Japan or some country there in Asia. But I'm saying this to say this, okay, guys? Your spaces, Zach, is like a Senate committee, okay, for crypto. Because we come in here, if you don't come into these spaces, you miss out, okay? If you come in, it doesn't guarantee anything, but you're at least closer to the alpha than most people. This is how I'm looking at it. And this is just my view. It's just my own biases because I've gotten to understand crypto a little bit, and I'm like, wow, this is a huge opportunity. This is a good example I'm going to put out. If you have a W-2 job, okay, and you and I are in the same household, okay, maybe you have a, let's just say this, we both want to buy a house next year. You have a W-2, you got a raise, or you got a promotion. I didn't, okay? We're all struggling with the same problem. We have inflation. We have all the crap going on. The world is going to end tomorrow. That kind of nonsense that the media promotes. And then I choose to say, you know what? I have extra money here. I'm going to put it somewhere, okay? And that's what I kind of explained in my thing because how do you beat inflation? You don't beat inflation by your raise, your promotion, because at the end of the day, it's like a treadmill, okay? No matter how you look at it. You just get screwed one way or the other. Now, how do you beat it better? You have to figure out ways. Because if you look at all these people, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and the rest, they have a way of playing this game. Just copy it, right? You don't copy at their level, but you just have to do it differently. And all I'm trying to say, guys, is crypto is a huge opportunity. The problem that we're having that is sticky is that a lot of people don't understand it. I've done consistently 4 years in studying different sectors of this new industry. And I'll tell you one thing. I know zero, okay? Zero is kind of dramatizing, but I know a little bit, but I'm still like emotionally struggling that I don't understand it enough. So think about this. How about somebody who is just starting? What do they know? They know very little. That affects your conviction. That affects how much, even if you have the money, how much you allocate to certain things, because the fear overtakes every decision that you're going to make. And it kills most of us. Fear kills most of us. And that's to say, guys, you are in the best place at the right time. Okay? Best place at the right time. There aren't many places in this world today that somebody can say that. And you can go back in time and look at, Bill Gates and all the people that took advantage of the personal computer, like the computers, all the stuff that people are literally enjoying and flying in today. This is the same moment that we're in right now. And I kind of put it in like categories, like market cap wise, because one thing that stood out to me was, and I remember Katya was saying this, because when Bitcoin was 40 billion, where is Bitcoin today? If you're looking at things in the short term and you're all like right now, that's a big problem because you're not looking at it beyond what you can see. That would be a mistake. This entire crypto industry, if it hits 10 trillion at some point and you're still in the market, you would have to have a curse from your village to not do well. okay? Because all you need to do is throwing things all around, it's also not a strategy, okay? It's just the way it is. And I think the last thing I'm going to say, and I know I'm hugging the mic, let me say, and I'm sure some people said it. Today, SHIBA, okay, somebody said, I think it was Zach or somebody was saying about, I think somebody said you're not going to do, generational wealth by putting money in Doge. Here's what most people are not looking at. They don't calculate it. They just go at it, right? SHIBA right now, as of today, is sitting at $9-point-something billion market cap, okay? Let's say SHIBA goes back to 80 billion. That's about 8x, okay? So let's say you put $1,000 in SHIBA right now. 8x, you're sitting about $8,300 and something dollars. Now, in comparison, if you put the same $1,000 in PEPE right now, and PEPE goes half the market cap expectation of Shib, which is 40 billion. Right now, PEPE is sitting at 3.6 billion. So if you put $1,000, that $1,000 will get you to $10,000 if PEPE does 11x. That is 11x from here to 40 billion. Same thing with Brett. Brett, if you put, let's say, it's 1 billion. If you think it's going to hit 5 billion this cycle, that's 4x from here. If you put $1,000, it gets you 4,000. What I'm trying to say here, it's about what you think, okay? And I think, Zach, you were saying this, right? PEPE is the PEIP, whatever the other token is. Guys, I'm just using this as random numbers to make a point, okay? And I agree with what Zach from Subway said, because this is what people don't do. I literally have a dashboard, okay? And this is also learning from past mistakes, and I'm trying to do things right. And in my dashboard, I look at PEPE right now. Okay, I just compared Brett. And if you're comparing Brett to PEPE, you say, okay, 4x versus if PEPE is sitting at $127 million market cap today, and it goes to $3 billion. Let's just say if it hits $3 billion at some point, okay, that is 23x from here, okay? You don't even talk about 10x, 5x in the stock market. If you start talking that way, you're going to get kicked out of the room. This is why I'm saying in this space we're in today, they don't tell you because they don't have to. You also should get away from having to sit there and listen to some authority up somewhere to tell you what to do with taking care of your family and putting food on the table. You need to get out there and change your life. And if that means losing money like I did, gaining money like I did, and learning at the same time, do it too. And guess what? I'm not just sitting on my butt. I have a job. I have a family. I have all other things I'm doing. But I still make time, even though we've had people laugh at this industry. Literally, people who are struggling even to pay their mortgages, right? You have people in dignified poverty, okay? They think they have better, they have more, they have what, they don't know what they're doing. They try to tell you how to take care of your family. It's called dignified poverty. In fact, I borrowed that from Outlier. There's a book by Malcolm Gladwell. You have to go read it. It's a great book, great book. Again, guys, it's all about, the question is, if I have the same $1,000 and I think $23,000 will save me, help my family change their life, the question is, do I put it in Brett or do I put it in PEPE? Okay? Am I here for 4x, 3x, 5x? And what does 5x means to me? Okay? That's what you need to look at. This is reality, guys. I'm not making this up. Just work the numbers and you can see it. And if you're going against numbers, like putting a dollar in a Powerball and saying, you know what, I have a chance. I have an equal chance and I'm going to hit this Powerball. Good luck with that. You need to figure out how you're going to make money by strategically working it out. Okay? And that's what this is. And the last thing I'll say, Zach from Subway, you were spot on Bone. Okay? Because Bone in the ecosystem of Shib, and guy, I'm not shilling Bone. I just want people to know Bone is like a utility token with dual functionality, okay? And if you dig deeper into what that means, there's a lot going on in there, but I always have my sticky point too. And I wanted to kind of have a debate with you, Zach, from Subway when you said it, because I have done a lot of research on, there's this professor that wrote some analysis on XRP. And it had to do with the XRP velocity problem. You can go look it up. He did a very intelligent analysis on it, right? Because when you think about the velocity of a token, how many times does it get 10 over? Multiply by something will give you how much will the price be affected, right? So when you think about Bone being a utility token with dual functionality, you have to think about velocity, because that's actually what would determine what Shib's Bone value will be when activity increases. And I'm looking at activity on Shibarium. I'm looking at all the partnerships. I'm looking at the mechanics behind how they're going to increase value on Shib. And I know they're not going anywhere. Shib is not going anywhere. And it's a cult, okay? It's a good cult, like the late manga says. It's a good cult, okay? It's not a bad cult. Zach, I'm going to shut up. Otherwise, I'm going to just keep spinning my head. I love these spaces, and I will continue to come here because it makes me a better person, okay? I'd rather listen to you just say everything, repeat everything about crypto so it sticks in my brain than listen to a TV station or listen to a news, okay? This is it. And you don't need to follow what I'm saying, guys. I am stupid and I can say nonsense things. You don't need to listen to me. Ignore me, okay? That's how I win, because the more you ignore me, the better I get, okay? Stick with crypto, guys. Do not let anybody deceive you and tell you the market is this and that. I listed a lot of screenshots. You can go read them. I have an idea, a grasp of where we're headed. Okay, there's a saying that when you have when you look, if I get it, I'll post it here. It's a beautiful thing. It's like when unemployment rises, home defaults, mortgage defaults skyrockets. It's a beautiful chart. I would look it up and I'll post it here, and I'll shut up. And guys, what did we just notice? The labor market is breaking. Jerome Powell has a lot of work to do. He has no option, though, because if he doesn't cut the rates, something bad is going to happen. If he cuts the rate too fast, something bad is going to happen. He has to choose something. You have steak, you have chicken. And you can't choose one or the other. You have to choose something. I don't know what that is. Let's see how that ends.
Yo, Mutasco, great information as always. All I want to say is I want to talk about one point you had out of all that great information. I don't know what village you're from, but I don't want to curse. So if you can just mitigate that for me, that would be great. I love you, brother.
Man, I like this guy. I'm going to follow him. He's a clown. Bullish.
Pade's always there to get us a laugh when we get some serious topics going. And Mutasco's always bringing some heat, and then Pade's always right there to say a joke. So we got a good crew here, that's for sure. And Zach, go ahead, man. And guys, I do have to kind of hard stop this today at 11:30. I got a ton of stuff. I gotta run some errands and things. I could do this damn thing all day, I promise you. But we will be back Monday. Today's Friday, right? Yeah, today is Friday. We'll be back Monday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern with the live stream on X and YouTube. And then this goes right into the Crypto Breakfast Club from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. Eastern. But just want to say thank you again to everybody for rocking with us. Still got 10 minutes left here. Zach, go ahead. I know you want to respond to what Mutasco was dropping down there, and then we'll try to get to everybody with their hand up too.
Yeah, no doubt. That's a lot to respond to, but I'll just keep it real quick around the Shib ecosystem. I mean, it is correct, like Bone with the utility token, and then once they release Treat, using that token as a private transaction on top of Bone, there's just so much going on with that, that the layer 2 and layer 3 is going on with the Shib ecosystem. Everyone knows Shib, and unlike Doge, it is a meme, but they're actually building utility around it. So the catalyst is there for me, 100%. Just what they're doing is incredible. I mean, when people FUD, I buy. So, and we're really early. My project is it's multi-chain. It's on Shibarium. We're real early, and it's on ETH. You know what I mean? So I see 3 to 5 years down the line. I'm not looking at this tomorrow. I don't really give a shit about tomorrow. I'm good. I want to see what it does in 3 to 5 years, and that's kind of what happened with Solana. It took them about 3 years to get really big, and then we got someone big, promoting it. Satoshi. I mean, he's got 1 million followers. He's a big asset to Shiba Inu, and I want to mention this too. I have never seen a community like the Shib community. You know what I mean? Name a project on like ETH that you can go into their Telegram and go say what's up and just chill. There's 1 million of those over in Shibarium and with the Shiba ecosystem. So on top of the utility token, they got the best community, and to that community survives because community is the ones putting the money in it. You can have the best utility all you want, but if the money's not flowing, it's not going to go anywhere. So on your point, Vitasco, I really love the Shib ecosystem. I'm a diehard Shib guy. I won't promote it too much. I'm a diehard guy, but I see the community behind it. It's survived very, very bad times. It's one of the top memes. It's not fucking going anywhere. And anyone that FUDs that is completely stupid, in my opinion. I was going to say something else, but this is recorded. So just watch it. The narrative's there. It's going to be around forever. And the partnerships, like you said, huge partnerships coming. So it's pretty funny. Paid's laughing at me. I know, but you can't deny it. So Bone is way undervalued, and that's why I'm dumping a lot of money into Bone. I mean, I see huge things coming in Toronto, like I've been saying forever. Like, it's there. I'm kind of just giving you the alpha, a couple months in advance, like I've been saying. So if, you don't have to listen to me, you can put your money into a meme coin and hopefully it hits. But sometimes the 2, 3, 4, 5 X's multiple times will help you out in the long run. Less risky. I'm all over the place, but just pay attention. There's very smart people in here, and we keep saying it every day. And I will say it all the way till August, till Toronto. I got my money in Bone. Thank you.
Zach from Subway. Zach Humphries said, he's trying to have a hard stop at, the half-hour mark. And here you go, take up 10 minutes.
Bro, he's bullish on the Shibarium ecosystem, man. I mean, fuck, you had to tell all of us, he's bullish. Gotta respect the grind. You gotta respect the grind. At the end of the day, look, we gotta really pay attention to what's happening. Ethereum's about to go live, man. The ETFs, people are gonna be looking what to invest in the Ethereum network. That's gonna be the next big thing, probably for the remaining of the bull cycle. So pay attention to that, man. Find yourself that nice meme in Ethereum. Find yourself that nice, long-term meme like Bone, for example, perfect example, Shib, whatever, man. At the end of the day, ETH is next. So don't look back. Remember a couple of months ago, Ethereum in one day pumped $100 billion market cap. That's the entire market cap of Solana in one fucking day. You get what I'm saying? So, do not underestimate the power of the ETFs, man. They're going to move the market. It's going to get crazy. And, man, find yourself a nice little spot in the Ethereum network. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
Couldn't agree more. Barkoshi, you've been waiting for a little bit. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, guys. Yeah, jumped in a little late today. Kind of overslept today. But when I jumped in, you guys were kind of talking politics. So I had to jump up here and kind of say a couple things. But first, up in the Jumbotron, I put a website called Capital Trades while Mutaso was talking. This website tracks all the politicians' trade on Congress. So you can see what they're doing and kind of mimic their trades. Not financial advice because, it is delayed information. So you got to learn how to interpret the data. So you got to look at, what they're trading. Then you got to go look at the charts, see if the major pump happens yet. And if it did, you don't want to buy in. If it didn't, it might be a good play because, they're all insider trading. Not financial advice. It's just another tool you can use if you're trading on the stock market. The second thing, everybody's saying jump into politics and make a change. Sadly, here in the U.S., that doesn't work. Look at the squads, the progressive left. They're not really making any changes. Look at the Tea Party for the right. That's no longer a thing. They all had that idea. We'll change the system from within inside. But what happened was when Paul Ryan was Speaker of the House, he consolidated power. So now there's only 4 positions in America that really matter. That is the court system, all the way down from local to the Supreme Court. Then you have the House Speaker. Then you have the Senate majority, and then the president. Those 4 positions pretty much gatekeep any laws being passed in the country. So going inside is not really the answer. If you look at history, 3% of the population being disobedient is all it took to make changes in the governments all across the world. In America, look at the Million Man March. That civil disobedience brought equal rights for a lot of people. You have the people in Vietnam doing the college sit-ins. That those small acts of disobedience is what really drove change. And that's what we're really going to have to do if we're going to take the power back, because you got to remember, America just celebrated its independence from America. The number 1 export of Britain is Independence Day. All around the world, we celebrate breaking free from a monarch. So we, the people, are the power. And that's something we got to remember. And that's what the blockchain is really empowering us. I'd rather see us get to a point where we have blockchain DAOs voting on laws. So you can go anywhere in the citizen can, propose a law, and then people can vote on it. And if it vote, and it's because that would knock out the House of Representatives right there in America, and like Senates and other things to drive that. But I'd rather see us move to a blockchain form of governance. So I try to get through that quick because I know there's a hard stop, and that's all I got.
That's actually we talked about.
That's exactly what I was talking.
That's what we talked about yesterday with Cardano. That's literally what they're trying to do with the whole government thing.
Yeah, there you go, buddy. Talk about Cardano, man. I got a big ass bag in Cardano. Please, sir, pump my bag. Send it, boys.
I'm with you, Pablo. Paid is the guy for us. I mean, this dude is a Cardano maxi.
Feel free to invest in Paid XPO. We're on Cardano. So
yeah, they are building on Cardano.
Jump some of that bag into us.
There you go.
Yeah, shout out
there
to
you
the
go. Buy some Cardano to buy his coin.
Shout out to the tokens too. So Coyote, Paid XPO. Pablo's got his token MSI out here. We got Monka S, which is a long-term partner with us on the Crypto Breakfast Club. So yeah, shout out to all the great tokens out there building. I know Barkoshi's down there who just spoke, building Wolf Tools. Shout out to you, Barkoshi, and everybody else just building in the space. So it's awesome, and I love that we get that perspective from so many people who come up here. We've had people in TradFi, we've had developers, we've had just investors, people working in really big corporations like, Brian from Bitcoin on Base. I just love these spaces because it brings all these different people together with different perspectives, coming from different backgrounds and different ideas and different feelings and opinions. And, we've got Pedro who comes in, right? He's always the bearer of bad news, but it's good. It offsets everything and it gets people thinking. I think the worst part of these spaces sometimes is like when everybody comes in with the same idea and everybody's just like, yeah, man, 100% agree. Yeah, it's going to the moon. Yeah, and they just do that for like 2 hours. Like, yeah. You guys know, like, I mean, what are you guys going to do when you get rich? Like, it's like, what the hell are we doing? It's just a waste of time, right? I mean, like, in order for you to learn and like grow in the space and think different, like you need to have people with different opinions and challenging what you think. And I think that's really important what we've built here, right? So I just really appreciate everybody coming out today. If you didn't get a chance to speak, I promise you will tomorrow. I do have to get a hard stop here, though, because I'm just really on a tight crunch today. Yesterday was awesome because we went well over. And some days, most of the days I'm able to, but I'm on a tight crunch here. I've got a meeting I got to get to here, guys, but I got some other things to finish up. I just want to say thank you to everybody.
Don't forget to mention Tiago.
Yeah, XTalgo. Yeah. I'll give my company a plug. You know, I don't talk about it a ton on here. I try not to overplug it, but yeah, I've got a great tool building in Web3 here, guys. It's going to be a year old next month, actually. Came out in mid-August last year. We've got hundreds of people using it. It's a trading indicator. It can be used with crypto, stocks, Forex trading, even precious metals. It was built by a person who works for the second largest trading indicator company in the world. I was very lucky to have him build it, and it's a great tool that you can have in your toolbox to get you better entry and exit points into your trades. So if you guys are interested in that, check out my link tree up there. You'll find XTalgo up there as well. And I think it's in my bio as well. Yeah, it's got its own Twitter page. So yeah, definitely check that out. Appreciate everybody. Really, really, truly do. And thanks for all the new people coming in. Please keep coming back. Keep coming back every single day. I'll see you guys Monday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you guys again, and we'll talk to you real soon. Thank you.
Bye now.
See you guys on YouTube and X. Appreciate you guys. Another great one. Got to run. See you guys Monday. I'll see you guys over the weekend. I'll be making videos over the weekend. Appreciate you guys. Much love. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Follow on X. Peace.